Welcome to Rover's sad driving after losing her pink woman. Indeed, I lost the pink woman. She is lost, perhaps for a quest, perhaps for only an hour and a half in the next quest where we solve all the problems. But regardless, even if we do solve the problems in the next quest, I'm satisfied because for once, Weathering Waves let something wait. They didn't allow, they didn't just let a problem immediately get solved. And I think that's one of the most impressive things for this particular arc and of 3.0. Well, it is the best that Weathering Waves has done, so naturally enough I have some positive feelings about it. And while I think that the ending of Amethyst's quest will eventually be one that I'm not, you know, I'll probably end up being like, it could have been sadder. Could have been sadder. I'm still happy that they gave me what they gave me, and I'll have to hold on to that unless they do. I'm not sure how they could like ruin the quest, because like even if they just save her and everything's fine, it's like, yeah, whatever. They already gave me my drama and my sadness and my, oh my fucking god, she's sacrificing herself. Oh god, she's locked inside the cum jar with a giant black hole. How awful. So you know they gave me what I wanted already. So I'm quite satisfied on that. But there are still plenty of Weathering Waves to go. Plenty of Weathering Waves to go. You know, I actually thought I wasn't supposed to. I thought I was going to go to the gym today. I got up today and I was like, alright, get ready to the gym. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Fuck, that's tomorrow. So I was fully prepared to go somewhere else rather than actually working. My god, lane splitting's legal in this place? My god. I don't actually care about lane splitting at all. Even though, as a person who used to drive a motorcycle around, I never did it because I was a coward. I was like, fuck it, I'll just stay on lane. I don't care. But then again, I was never the type of person who was like trying to race everywhere. I liked driving a motorcycle. I wasn't using them for like some sort of advantage to, I don't know, go slightly faster by weaving through traffic. I was like, wow, I don't want to kill myself. I just like the feeling of driving a motorcycle. Leave me alone, damn it. Although I did one time go around a corner and fall off and slide out and basically almost kill myself. It wasn't for the fact that I had over purchased, like a large part of my purchase for when I was getting the motorcycle and the gear. I bought a jacket that had one of those puffy humps on the back that was meant for like actual fucking like full-on like drivers and stuff. So the jacket was extraordinarily good quality, and so were the thick pants I had. So basically, when I fell off the motorcycle, I just got up and was like perfectly fine. It was like in those when you watch those. It was at the middle of the night, by the way. In the middle of the night, no one was around. It was like on a fucking rural road, and when I got up, the bike was totally fine, like totally fine. I just picked it up again. And I was like, okay, off we go. But I was perfectly fine. Otherwise, I probably would have like scraped off, I don't know, half my back. As it stood, nothing changed, and I was perfectly fine. And I'm like, you know what? I'm awesome. And I just kept going. And didn't tell my mum because she would have been very scared. That's, you know, you got to be aware about what you tell your family about how you almost fucking, you know, gave yourself a very close shave to the bone. To say I was doing some body remodeling. But anyway. I do like motorcycles, regardless of how dangerous they can be. There's just something enjoyable about them, so I appreciate that they have motorcycles here. Oh, y'all see? I was shook to see. Apparently, what was it? There are new Made in Abyss. I'm pretty happy, and apparently, HoloLive's. Mari Calopi is doing one of the songs. I think like maybe collaborating with Kevin Penking for making the song for, I think it's the opening or maybe the ending. I'm excited. I mean, I like her music. It's alright. But regardless of what you think about her music, I think more importantly, with Kevin involved, everything's going to be perfect, so you're fine. I've seen a lot of people really don't like Mari Calopi's music. I'm not sure why. Whenever it comes up, I'm pretty happy with it. Like, just random, you know, VTuber music comes up and I'm like, oh, this is a pretty good one. How goes? Well, I'm just currently letting the game play itself while I drink my coffee, because my brain is kind of fuzzy because I woke up at the wrong time to thinking that I would go to the gym, and then I was like, wait a minute, this isn't gym day. This is I play Wuthering Waves and hit myself against the wall day, and here we are. So I will be going into the adventures of. I think we got the next quest is with the Doctor, who I was informed that the Doctor wants to fuck the rover, so that's going to be exciting. I'm going to see how high is his risibility. He going to come after the Queen? You best not miss. Oh, that's another thing I saw, because recently I've got, obviously I've been playing a lot of Wuthering Waves. I've posted a few memes about Wuthering Waves. So finally, my Twitter algorithm, which has really taken a while to figure this out, has figured out, oh my god, fucking Sock plays Wuthering Waves. Holy shit. So I've been getting more posts from Wuthering Waves, and I saw that there was some drama around a post, and I assume this happens in almost every gacha. Like, I've been in a lot of gachas. Like, let me just throw it out there. I've been in a lot of fucking gachas. So at various times I've seen the various communities interacting. Although I don't really interact themselves, I wouldn't call myself part of the fandoms. But I occasionally see their interactions, and I finally saw the interactions that I expect for Wuthering Waves in the wild, which is, I saw someone openly say, Wuthering Waves is not a harem slop game. These are real characters, and it's not about romance. You guys just fucking have low media literacy. I'm not even kidding. They used the word media literacy and tried to argue that Wuthering Waves does not have any romantic elements. Yeah, I know. I didn't think people could be that stupid either. Like, Jesus Christ. Now, very rightfully, they were being bullied by literally everyone in the threads and the responses and stuff. I didn't jump in myself purely because I'm scared of talking to people. It is scary. Would it even sell without them? There is a truth to gacha games that we have to say here. Gacha games are built at a core monetization level and appeal level around the girls and or guys, depending on the type of gacha game, but mostly the girls, like if we're just being honest. And anyone who doesn't see that there is a wish fulfillment of all these very attractive women with interesting personalities and thoughts and characters that are built up are the main cause of like the more visceral appeal of a gacha game on like a appeal level. If you don't think that's true, you're an idiot, and you're either maybe lying for hopeful just to make some drama, or you are legitimately very stupid and living in a hole. Some people, like, I'm not sure why, but some people really do have trouble accepting the truth about things. I'm not sure why, but it is what it is. Because Wuthering Waves is a harem game. Smartest person on Twitter. I thought it was like 2 to 3 people say, like 2 out of 3 people as of why they play these. Not necessarily. There are very different players. Like, I would love to say that everyone, like the main players or all this, are just here for this. But the truth is, there are people who do play games like Wuthering Waves and other games in the gacha field, not because of necessarily the women, but because they're obsessed with, say, the numbers going higher. There's a visceral, like, the games are pretty fun when you get down to some of the game, like the gameplay, like, here we're watching you drive around on a motorcycle. It's a fun game, and it's free. Watching the numbers go higher, having a collection neuroticism towards the more meta characters, building teams, trying to get to the highest numbers. Those are players out there who aren't, well, I wouldn't say, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be peers who really want to be like, look at all these cute girls. But there are a very vast majority of people who do play these games looking at the cute girls going, yay, look how cute they are. Whoa, I love them. This is my wife. I'm going to play with her. That kind of thing. It's a reality that's a focus in the game. It's just how people are. It's just how people think. But for some reason, there is a subsection of people who are love to confidently say that Wuthering Waves is not a harem game, or they like to pretend that the games are not. And it's the type of people who do say things like media literacy, or you don't understand the true depth of this. No, you can have a good character who also wants to be with the main character. That's fine. And I would say almost every character in Wuthering Waves, all of the females at the very least, have at the very least a like implied, you know, strong feelings of like respect and or you know, thankfulness for a variety of reasons to the rover. And it's not a hard jump, even if you were to jump it, and probably that jump comes from going into their personal companion quest or something. It is not a hard jump to go from that to envisioning a romance. And then there's an entire other subsection which are clearly in love with it. Fucking the entirety of Chisa's quest, at the end of that, if Chisa had jumped your bones and said, can we go out somewhere, I wouldn't have been shocked. Like, it is what it is. And I think that I can't imagine why some people really want to imagine that it's not. Maybe like they just want to be special, or maybe it's just part of the prudishness of some people. There is like a bit more of a prudish bent to a lot of people nowadays, I would say. Like the whole desire to be like, oh, sex and love and Gus, ew, get out of here. And you know, I get it to a degree. But that prudishness does blend into everything I like. And the same with like, you know, their own feelings about various topics and various stories, even mine to a degree. For example, I'm a big fan of suffering, and I'm like, oh man, I wish there was more suffering in Wuthering Waves, stuff like that. And when it comes to these people who are prudish and they look at these games, they're like, oh, I wish there was less romance, or I wish there were those people who spend all day on Twitter talking about how they want to marry fucking Amadeth instead of, you know, talking about the deep, serious lore. I hate them, and then that, you know, manifests into them just latching on to arguments that really don't make any sense in an attempt to like push the game in the direction they want it to be in, even if it's only in a form of headcanon. And then you get the idiots saying, WuWa's not a harem game, it's not even any romance, you guys are just stupid. It's like, yeah, brother, have you meddled? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? But it is what it is. Yeah, but I have now officially on the outside looking in, can see some of those arguments about Wuthering Waves. Which I saw about Genshin Impact, which I saw about Star Rail, which I saw about hell. I mean, I wasn't an NTE or infield long enough, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's probably people arguing about that as well. It's always a rather small subset. There's not very many people that can argue that a gacha game doesn't have romantic elements or doesn't lean on the idea of romance purely to build up its fan base, or build up its characters in a certain way. Not many people can argue against it. I have talked about how some games have less of a focus on it, for example, or have it in a different way. For example, Girls Frontline 1. I always say and stand by that Girls Frontline 1, yeah, all the girls definitely do have like a romantic or interested thing in the commander. It's how it is. But they don't focus on that really at all in Girls Frontline 1's main story. And the way they do focus on it, it's not that they, you know, just don't like him at all in the main character. No. It's just much more focused on like extreme respect, and we just don't have time in the main character story to be like have romantic dates and things. All of that is relegated to side content and the event content that was in Girls Frontline 1, because well, special event content. Like there was narrative content, but most event content in Girls Frontline 1, especially the ones that were dealt with like special days of the year and collabs and stuff, those ones really did kind of go, oh, all the girls want to have sex with the main commander, oh my god, look at this wacky situation. And then you'd go back to the main story and like they'd all like care for the commander and very clearly have very serious feelings for the commander, but never before there wouldn't be like a moment in the middle of a fight where we just get, you know, fucking 45 getting blush being like, oh, commander, oh, no, she would fucking fight, murder some people, and if the commander was in trouble, she'd have a blood-curdling scream as she watched their corpse fall on the ground, and that would be the romance you'd get. The romance you'd get is watching her cry, not that she would, cry after seeing the dead fucking corpse of the commander. That's the kind of shit that really functioned in Wuthering Waves. Not Wuthering Waves, in Girls Frontline, which is as close as you'll get in, from what I've seen, to a gacha separating out the romance. And it didn't really separate it out as much as make the main focus be on the narrative and story, which I prefer, to be honest. Weathering Waves is much more traditional, where, especially now with the companion quests seemingly integrating themselves into the main story more, like with Amethyst, where these quests very much so a show off of how much the girls love the main character, and then like flip around. Like Mornay's quest in this, which I really didn't like, was a good example of that, where Mornay, her quest had pretty fucking sloppy characters, like the villains, and like the waste of filler. What they were doing in the quest was very shitty. But a lot of the other parts of the quest were dedicated to, oh, you're spending time with Professor Mornay. Professor Mornay's here. She likes you. Like, woo. Like, don't you like Professor Mornay? Like that's what it was dedicated to. Which is, you know, more traditional for a lot of these types of gacha games. Man, the way the motorcycle turns on that corner is kind of silly. It looks like it's drifting in the worst possible way. I do like this motorcycle, I must say. I'm a big fan. I like motorcycles. Anyway, I think it's time though. I think we gotta go play some more Wuthering Waves. I don't have all fucking. Well, actually no, I do have a fair bit of time, but I would want to get it done. So, autopilot mode off. Teleport me to the. Wow, I'm in the middle of Blacklands. The Blacklands. All right, let's go. We gotta see the doctor, and if that doctor wants to do loot things. I guess that we're gonna leave this area soon, unless the next quest is just like the you win quest. I'm expecting we leave soon. As in, like, I'm expecting that the quest will end. Probably in regards to, oh, fuck. Because like we'll need to move to a new area. Probably like one of the, because like all those loading screens have the China looking ladies on them, so it's probably another like empire of like the China land place. Oh, what the fuck? Because it's, I'm not, but it said it's turned off. Oh yeah, that girl. Hello. You got banged away by like the crazy spaceman. How are you? God, I wish there was some blood on you when you got beat up, but okay. You just got a rest and a barely for any pain. Oh, but you don't have any cool scars to show the kids in class. Yeah, I'm here to visit the sensei. Yeah, he's gonna tell me how much we were good friends before. He's gonna gaslight me and say that we were in love. I believe there was a... I never read it myself, but I had a friend who read it. There was a webtoon that was quite popular a while ago, where like I think it was a girl wakes up in a bed with no memories, and then like 3 guys each individually say that she was their girlfriend. And like it's one of those stupid drama things. I would never read it myself because it feels like it'd be slop, but like I don't know why I was thinking of that. Wakes up in the room, it's all me. Probably because Dr. Herson looks like he's from a webtoon. He looks like fucking man with slop, the main character from their cookie cutter drawing rooms. Oh, I'm gonna go meet the other girl. I think Serika was like the one with the pigtails, right? We saw her for like 10 seconds back in Amethyst's quest. She was really cute. I actually quite liked her design when I saw it. Look at it. Look at that cuteness. Damn. I can't read that shit. What is this slot? I think you need to put more faith in it. You're a doctor. You're not supposed to say that. Unless you're like a counselor, maybe. Oh, damn. Thighs? And very tight hot pants. Elf girl with hot pants? Alright, we're cooking. Funny plot twist would be if the guys were all telling the truth and the girl was secretly three timing. Well, I wondered that when I saw that. But most of the time, a setup like that is like a misdirection. From what I've seen and what I've heard, those kind of things are like, oh, these three boys, one of them's the one you get with, and then it's like then the story immediately pivots to random NPC gardener man. He's so attractive, and then the girl gets along with him. That's basically what every single one of them do. And then all three of those quote unquote main guys become the stalking horses that essentially drive the romantic relationship with the fucking gardener. Anyway, cute elf girl with red hair and pigtails. Wait, not. People more perceptive than you realize. Please try not to take everything in heart. Okay, so she's getting some counseling, looks like, from the manwa man. But she is very cute. I like that they're zooming in on her thighs. So he's telling her to escape the focus instead of being like focused in on whatever she's worried about. She's got like a nun hat on, like one of those old nun things, and then she's definitely the Roiger type, maybe. I think. Maybe. I mean, that looks kind of like Roiger stuff. Roya. I take it the type who would suddenly bolt up in bed, wide awake, worrying about an exam, and they'd probably go on for a whole week. How does he know? Yeah. I like her actually. Her facial expression. She's a cute one. She's a cutie. She's a girl who likes to be like good at scores, and she focuses on skill. I thought this was going to be about I thought the teacher was supposed to be grooming me, not the other students. Nah, I'm kidding. He's just doing a good job. I like to be mean and say some jokes, but you know, he's just okay. Giving candy though isn't. I would say you're not allowed to do that, mainly because of like. But then again, he is actually a doctor. In Australia though, basically, there's like strange ass rules and shit around like almost all this stuff. I think it was like when you were like. When I was in school, it's like, oh yeah, you'd be like, teacher, I want that something to eat, and they'd be like, no, it's literally impossible. It's like, why? The government says no. That could be edited into a blue pill. Oh yeah, easily for some silly meme probably. Like I have no good. Like I haven't even decided what edits I'm gonna put into the video. Even if I am, the script is essentially done for the video. Speaking of, remember, Weathering Waves video script coming out soon. All of you big Weathering Waves fans who are totally ready to see a happy video where it just loves Weathering Waves and says all the good things that you want to hear. Definitely not a lie. Coming out soon-ish, kind of, hopefully. Anyway, she wants to come back to see the. I get. We got to say he's like he's got to be like the. Not only is he the body nurse, he's got to be the mental health nurse. I guess like she might be the next quest, because if the doctor's the focus, then how could she be the main one? She's so cute though with their little bouncy hair. Damn, look, bouncy elf with red hair and fucking extremely short hot pants. Like, all right, I don't want to tell you all about my fetishes, but I'm a big fan of hot pants. I'm a big fan. Those random Korean fucking comics that like wearing those weird dolphin pants. Like, it's like, goddamn. That's also in the era of what I like. Area, I suppose. I take it this is the school arc you're playing? Yeah, this is still the school arc. We're in the school arc. Just after I finished Pink Hair. I've always kind of wondered if they have those names in weird sci-fi stuff like use Dutch or whatever. Like as in the language. You gotta understand that when it comes to using like languages and like stuff from like our world, there's like a limit you gotta kind of accept. Like, yeah, they couldn't fucking change up everything to establish they're in a different world. I'm pretty sure my belief of this place is that Solaris is just like a very, very, very fucking far removed version of Earth. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. What? You're not going to tell us your past? I came here to learn my past. What's the lie to talk? Oh, he wants to relax? This man's trying to raise us. Watch this. This man is attempting to groom a youthful first-year student. How dare he? Oh my god, he wants to share a special secret with me, the very young, in memories at least, first-year student who doesn't know him, who came to him for help. My god, Sensei. I can't believe you do this. Only I'm allowed to groom the teachers. It doesn't go the other way. You're too eager, your emotions are colliding in judgment, you fail to. Oh, that's right. I'm probably running around to try and save Pink. That's true. I mean, and you got to admit, because she went back in time, technically she's been... He's offering me his balls? Just for reference, Dr. Person is offering him... Wait. Is offering me his balls. I want everyone to understand that. He is offering them directly to me. I love time travel, but it hurts my head. Yes, often enough, time travel is a good, interesting element that I like being used, but very often it fucks up in ways, because it kind of needs to be predictable. And if you do anything crazy with it that, like, breaks time travel... I don't like it. And I'm going to be fair, they haven't broken time travel in this. They have found, like, little kind of semi-loops with their, like, husk version of Ameth and all that. Their robot husky version that I'm totally not going to use as a dress-up doll. But, you know. Stranger danger. Time travel is best when huge consequences follow. Yes, I think either huge consequences follow, or if someone does go through and sacrifice themselves, you know, kind of like Luno in the Septimonth quest where everyone forgot her. Although I didn't like that one. I feel like you need to, if you sacrifice everything, I think you need to have to, like, get your result. If you're fucking with time travel or fate, you need to have a commensurate level of, like, blowback. I like the idea of Luno being, like, completely cut off and stuff. Like, I would have really liked that. Okay, I wouldn't have liked that quest. I didn't like Luno's quest. But I would have been interested and satisfied if at the end of Luno's quest she was, like, fucking depressed and, like, really sad and alone and nobody liked her. And she was, like even... I would like... This is what I do. I would make it that she'd try and get close to her friends that she used to know before, only to find there's, like, a weird snap in reality that happens that seems to reject her even knowing them, and after like talking with her a bit, they just forget her again. Or alternatively, like they seem to be, every time they get even mildly warm emotions towards her, they seem to immediately cool down to her being like just an acquaintance again. Now that would be fun. That would be evil as fuck. But man, I'd have a lot of fun with that. But that's not something that some games do. Very rarely do games do what I think that they should do in gacha games. Anyway, this man's offering balls. Do you want me to... Do you want Rover? Or Rover's a little nervy. No, thanks. Oh! Oh! No, that's how he's like, no. I won't fondle your balls, Doctor. I want to save my wife. Shut the fuck up, Lurk. My mental health is literally perfect. I'm the Rover. I have like how could you tell? How could you look at the Rover who acts like a plank 98.9% of the time and be like, yeah, I can see emotions that are clouding her judgment there? Rover literally exists as like a fucking, just a wall. The key to pace, the extra hasn't awakened, the key to pace herself, so instead. And you gotta throw out there, say the time bit, like if she's already in there, she's been in there since fucking 10,000 years ago. Yeah, see, it's something that gacha games do a lot and avoid a lot, but you could have had Rover here, like, say something angry, you could have had her, like, throw a chair, you could have had her just, like, kind of go up there and, ooh, Kabedon. She could have pushed him against the wall and gone up into his face and said, we don't have time for that. And that would have been really intense. And, you know, you can even have your little shipping moments you want with the teacher. But this is weathering waves. Anyway, let's see how Mr. Dr. Herxon tries to get me to fondle these balls again. What we experienced together proves she was telling me the truth, and there's a connection I can't know. We might be strangers who just became confidants, but as you put it, it feels like every conversation we have just skims the surface. Well, yeah, he's playing fucking coy. He's playing way too coy. Just be direct and clear. What kind of relationship do we have? Were we fucking? Were we fucking, Doctor? I'd prefer to know who I'm working with before I jump into something that's because opening the strategy gate will affect the entire region. So maybe we'll have a quest with him, and then maybe the next quest will be like opening the gate and saving her again. But I'm happy that they even gave me an intervening quest. Although I would have preferred her to be right at the end, Amethyst saving to be right at the end of 3.0. Like actually in the whole patch, I think. But you know, it is what it is. Ask me anything, I'll be asked as as I can. Alright, how big that dick? I'm sorry. Whip it out! Are you a consultant or, you know, a worker? So do you work with Blackshaw? I'm not. Work that leaves documented trails don't suit my style. I'm acquainted with quite a few. Okay, so he works on the outside. Amethyst says she didn't know you well, but I could trust you. You also know about the bond between me and her. How? It's just the part where he's like, well, that's easy. It's because I'm a massive fan, and then he just like has fan art, and like the entire vibe of the fucking scene changes into like some sort of goofy shit. Amos is sharp, even though I can never introduce me to her. She could read between the lines of reference. This is the part where she's a lot like you, smart, driven by bearing burdens, though proven to be more stubborn. I don't know about that. The Rover's pretty fucking stubborn. She probably would have, like, I mean, given that she was acting within a time loop type thing, there was probably no way to actually save Ameth from that, like, giant fucking time thing. But the fact that she was gonna try and potentially fuck up this time travel bullshit that Amethyst has spent all that time setting up probably proves that the Rover does, like, value her friends over, like, actual outcomes more. Because, like, if she hadn't have done that, everyone would fucking die. Like, you know. Man, the more I think about Rover, the creepier it is. I've blacked out once, and it was seriously freaky. I can't imagine being like... See, that is cool. Not that you blacked out. Rather, the idea of blacking out your entire life and meeting all these people who know you, but you don't know them. But unfortunately, they don't really play around with it enough for my tastes. And only in this one right fucking quest here is where they attempted to try and alter it. And, like, improve upon the idea of Rover's past being an integral element that is emotive, rather than just, like, lore or... in something like that. Like all of the other times when we talk about Rover in the past prior to 3.0, it's mostly been Rover, you're a god. Oh my god, neat. Rover, you made this fucking giant time travel dragon monster thing. I was like, oh my god, I did? Rover, your like past self must be really cool because you don't get affected by fate. Alright, that's neat. Rover, you were once like at a play that I was at, and you said some words that made me decide to join the practice. Like, oh really? Like, what was it like? Oh, you just like exactly like you were now. There was no emotion attached to those actions. It was more like a record or a like a fucking unlocking a profile in a game where it's like, oh, we can add this to the line of things that Rover has done. Only in this particular arc with Amos and that have they actually attempted to be like, hey, the Rover was in the past all those things. It also had emotions for once. Emotions that weren't just, I'm going to fight the enemy or I'm going to protect the peoples. After you left with her, she came to me a few times in the name of counseling to learn about you. Okay, so he was a counselor.
でも、あなたは何も教えなかった。
You didn't tell her? Well, yeah, I mean, of course you wouldn't tell her. That'd be rude. You had other tasks for me in Lahore. You didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line work. Okay, so she didn't. So Rover was well known for being a savior at that point, and everyone liked her. And clearly, the little Amy of Pink knew about that. So perhaps Luke was doing the more dirty side of things, but what would be dirty in this context? Was he a fucking assassin? That'd be kind of cool. She stopped coming after visiting. So she basically realized he wasn't going to fucking spill. Are they going to go down a path now and be like, you both tend to keep things yourself, and that's never good for him. If he does turn out to be like someone who's like, I was basically the old version of you, wasn't all happy and sunshines and rainbows, and sometimes people needed to be killed in the backgrounds, I'd be interested in that. It's, again, they're adding elements in, but, you know, better late than never. But we'll have to see. How big that did. Okay, this is the part where we're going to reveal. So, kill people. Kill people. Why? Is it because there's like cameras? Their internal politics are no concern to us. There are no eyes watching it. Yeah, that's something I think that they could have done a little bit better on this, especially with the Mornay arc. I think the Mornay arc probably would have benefited from the idea of more internal politics from outside nations. Like, for example, rather than the Fractus trying to fuck up, like that one thing with Mornay, not necessarily like the past ones, but it could have just been New Federation wants to steal something and they're prepared to let something go wrong for it. Stop playing WuWa. No! I mean, I will eventually. Like, legitimately, I will. I'm planning to maybe play some... You know what? I might play some Zomboid next after we finish off our WuWa. Once we're up to date on WuWa, I think maybe some Zomboid. The new Zomboid patch came out, so maybe if everyone that we know on the Discord has Zomboid, we can play some Zomboid. And yeah, we'll just get like a. But then like if we get a static, no, I wouldn't be like. I'm maybe like. Yeah, it does look really cool. Like I really want to check it out. I still remember my plan of trying to get into the fucking penthouse and stuff, but now looking back on it, I'm like, man, I got pretty close, but yeah, I ended up fucking that one over. I did like the vibe though. Maybe I could make a goal. I think I'm thinking maybe make a goal of trying to become a medieval knight. Play another round, but like I try and make myself a medieval knight. That'd be awesome. To where? So where are we gonna go talk? Oh. Come with me, golden girl. Yeah, this guy's trying his riz. Okay, this guy, he's more of a traditional teacher groomer. He's taking back to his room. We're going to share a secret together. He's offering me his balls to fondle. Much more traditional. Where am I headed now, Nana? Nana's very cute. Nana, damn. That wink he gave to Nana? I'm gonna say it right fucking now. Yeah, he fucking the robot. I can't even blame him though. I play Girls from Online. I'd fuck the robot, and I think I said that the minute I saw it. He deserves recognition to try. You know what? He does. I'm not here to say bad things about him for trying to rizz up the robot. I'd probably try. Look at her. She's so cute. She's like cute robot girl. God. I might get in trouble. I might get in trouble if I went to this school when I was younger, because like at one point I could imagine going to like the nurse's office and just being like, damn, the robot girl's really cute, and then just like having a crush on her the entire time I'm there, and leaving school and just being like having like an entirely new fetish downloaded into my brain. Where there's a will. There's probably an entire fan club for her, like, unironically. Oh, look, there's the spy that's following them. I like the idea of the spy thing. They should just set it up a little earlier. Again, once again, a thing that Wuthering Waves really needs to do. But I guess this could be the start if they add in some stuff later. Because the idea of nations fighting and spying against each other for various bonuses is pretty interesting. I like the idea that you could reveal later that, like, fucking the rover essentially started these nation states. So it's like, oh god, I'm like literally your founders and you're fucking trying to kill each other. Okay, he's got a little workshop here. So are we thinking that bro is like an assassin, or is he just a, like, what's the version we're thinking, you know? I think an assassin might be or like a I do the dirty work, I kill people kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking, or maybe just hoping because that's the more interesting one. Because, like, it's clear that the Blackshore people are kind of like a data guys. Oh, now go fight him. Alright, this is the Doctor's fighting style. Oh, he's got like a... Summon anime girl. Wait, was that the actual Doctor girl? Was that like Nana for a second there? I was like, what the fuck? I don't know what that was. Fuck.
エクソストライダーの剣には独特な周波数がある。そのおかげで私の小部屋はリモートによる探査から守られている。
Oh, okay.
いい立地だね。
So basically, he's got a little secret base. Let's go from. Oh, that wasn't well. I thought I'd have to drive a little more. What did it ever do? Seems like fun enough close combat. Why kill Moose though? Is evil Moose. Evil Moose, that's why. Mooses are scary. Haven't you seen that fucking movie? I mean, I've never actually watched the movie, but I've seen that one scene of the giant mutated moose fleshwalker monster in front of the burning house that has like people growing off it, like it's fucking, you know, Dead Space. So this is where he lives. Damn, bro. It's kind of nice, actually. Man, I wish I could have a cool little house like this.
奥に何か隠してるんだね。
Quite a stash. Secret room.
秘密の部屋とはそのためにある。
True.
さて、ここなら先ほどの結論から話そう。
Before you get the details.
君が私をラハイロイに呼んだ理由は。
Oh, okay, so the Fractius were still active back in... So the Fractius must have known... I kind of just realized this. The Fractius must have known back in Chapter 1 that the MC appeared and had memories. Because, like, I don't think they knew about... They must have known the rover was in existence. So they knew that the rover had, like, memories wiped. So they basically just came in and said, hey, want to join us? Want to join us? It was the forest god or something like that. Yeah, the ritual, maybe something like that. Yeah, it looked really fucked up. I'm like, yeah, that if the moose looks like that, I'm pulling a gun, bro. If he was the first Fractus mole and won't be the last. Think of the Space Collective as a web of collecting powers. It as much a haven of independence as a playground for agendas. An isolated polar region which with access to one potential for technological breakthrough lies a goldmine. Even for but they just want to blow shit up. That's the problem with them. Oh my god, their fall of the giant sun wasn't their real goal. Look, I just said it before. It's actually a secret second goal. It's always fucking like this. They are car sized. They're big fucking things. All we get here in Australia are just deer. Like, you know, all the white-tailed deer and stuff. Like, we've seen those, but they don't get fucking anywhere near moose size. They want the theory. Yeah. You know, when I actually, like, I'm gonna have to look up what the English usage of the thing is instead of saying the mesh, because meshki is what they use for, the Japanese one. What am I gonna use for my pronunciation when I say it in the video instead of saying Theoden from Lord of the Rings? I gotta actually look that up, otherwise I'm gonna fuck myself over. Correct, given the Theoden's unique nature, it's sure to catch up their attention. Give a third one is quite a link to the Skydrake with a ticket to the outer space. Yeah.
リスクの高い任務。
Damn. Sometimes I have to remember that Rover's kind of thick.
あなたを選んだの。
Damn, Rover! Damn! Sorry. Why would I have chosen you for the toast?
それを説明するためにはもう少し昔
So
の
he's
話
just
を
a
し
spy.
ないといけないね。
He's just her personal spy. So Black Shore is like her more public-facing organization.
自分の目で確かめたいだろ。あそこの机の方に移動しよう。
So like, yeah. So like, oh, I'm gonna go through the flower. Yeah. So basically, well, Black Shores is a front-facing like organization. The Sentinels, the Black Shore doesn't even, except for fucking Shorekeeper, no. The Sentinels were another thing she either brought from her alien race place or maybe Build-A-Beared them down here to some degree to kill off Theodens as well with their overwhelming super tech powers, godlike powers essentially. And then this guy's in here for secret ideas. Okay, let's have a look. What did he do? What? What? What am I supposed to do with this? Inspect the item. Oh. It's got a liquid inside. Golden hue quietly contained inside. Is it blood? Is it my blood? For no reason. You realize it looks identical to the blood that flowed in Luke's hand during your fight in the space station. So it's his blood? I don't get it.
ノビアル再生医療グループが開発した黄金の血。
Golden blood or golden serum?
日髄と呼んでいるよ。
Pharmaceutical substance developed by for extremely rare diseases. However, its severe side effects making it tolerable for most, keeping it under research and validation. It is a full macroform echoes of golden liquid that radiates intense heat at room temperature. In rare cases, it can be controlled and stabilized into a solid form. Okay. Alright, why does this
父は
matter?
当初、希少疾患の
As a
薬
medication
とし
for
て
rare
開
disease,
発
but
したん
research
だけ
progress
ど
produces something known as the
別
drug of
の
evolution.
期待も込めていたのさ。
進化。確かにフラクトシですが興味を持ち
Okay,
そうだね。
so the Fractus would want
結果
something.
的に私はそれの共鳴者となった。だから
Well, on paper it works, so I became its resonating. So he's resonating with a bunch of fucking liquid?
ま
That's
あ
weird.
私は運が良かっただけ
I was
さ
a。rare case of who survived.
激痛
All
に
it caused
襲
me
わ
was
れ
excruciating
色
pain in
覚以上
my
を
color
患っ
vision.
ただけです
Most test subjects
ね。
didn't like me, didn't
ほ
make
と
it.
んどの
Oh, so he can't see color? Hell yeah. Bro, I could beat this guy by playing Connect 4. Fuck you, you're never gonna win! Didn't Greek gods have gold? Yeah, they did, but I think this is not my blood. But it would be, I was about to say it'd be too on the nose for them to like give fucking Rover golden blood, but Rover's literally a god. So at this point in time, I think that's, you know, that fucking ship has
も
sailed.
っとも君に出会うまで私は隠された事情を知らずにいたんだ。
That was until I realized there was more to the story. So this is basically just backstory for
残
him.
りのものは私の書斎にある。
Alright.
行こうか。
Alright, let's go to your little thing. You can take me more to your goon cave. So, alright, so POV, the local health teacher is taking a poor defenseless student, a poor defenseless student into his room to share secrets. Let's go! Oh, that's cool. He's got some fishies. I like that. That's neat. Man, this guy's, oh god, he's wealthy. He is wealthy. Oh, he's got like a fake fire. I like that they went out of their way to make it look like a fake. They were like, yeah, this is like just a TV fire. It's not a real fire. Because, you know, putting a real fire down here would be dangerous as fuck. I mean, that part's a bit fucked up though. Think of the water damage that this would result in and the humidity inside here. I'm gonna have to assume they have some magical bullshit to fix that. Big kid wanna see my blood. Oh my god. 2 boys and a man. Picture of a child drawing a family written in simple earnest lines. A father and his older younger brother, each one wearing a big happy smile. Oh man, the AI that made this was so good. What's this? It's got a smiley face. Scribble note, always happy, Rain Harrison. So that's probably like, years ago, the frame was carefully preserved, shows little wear. So basically it was like a fucking, you know, like that's my brother, that's my dad.
弟のライが書いたものだね。
Okay, he's brother.
弟とは
We're
血
not
が
related
繋が
by
ってい
blood.
ないんだ。
Our children passed away from real. Really? Damn, you both got blonde hair? I thought you all would have been the same.
ライは痛みが苦手だったけど、
Could never handle pain, but it
あやせば
would cheer you up
おとなしくな
whenever
っ
the
て
older
くれ
adults
た。
would give him candy. That's it.
だから、
それでいつも飴を
So that's why. I thought he just had candy with him all the time to, like, you
望み
know,
通りの息子で
convince children to get into his van.
無駄だった
I'm sorry, Luke. I just
いつからか
I can't help it.
私も諦めてしまった。
Damn it! I thought I was gonna sneeze, and then I didn't.
しかし、
Fuck! I've been blue-balled.
父がライにやろうとしたことはあまり
It only got worse while father was trying, then there came an accident.
まあ
I thought my father was rather
ここ
Monday,
から
so
先は
don't leave
やめ
someone
て
who's
おこう。
shown past guilt. Curse only grow to harm.
君の暗示のおか
Until
げ
your
で
hints made me suspect someone staged the finale, so I had my father give him. It was empty. Okay, so his dad did some fucked up shit. Yeah, but this is actually really baller. Fucking goddamn. Ah, man, I wish I could have a place like this. Like, I know it's messy as fuck, but just like cozy. Damn, this is some nice cozy shit, bro. Like, I mean, I know I'm 40k styling on most things, but this is some cozy shit. Okay. Burnt thing. You examine burnt page. Many parts are illegible to be burnt. It appears to have been salvaged from fire. Oh, I've got to turn the fucking thing over. No, wait. What's that? Judging by legible content, a report. It mentions Lahare Void Man was really destined for the new Federation. Okay, so the new Federation's doing some fuckery. Bottom of the report, we find insignia. The Fractus insignia. So the Fractus were sending this to the new Federation. Maybe the new Federation government,
そ
or
れを
maybe some.
私が手にしたのはブブ物流の
The
車
entire
が爆破され
logistics
たから
carrier was already blown smooth by the time recovered
燃えて
space.
しまう前に可能な限り
I
読ん
made
で
a quick link to the page. It's a report from an overseer.
フラクトシデスの観察がネオユニオンに送る
Okay.
レポート
そうブブ物流肝心の送り先は
Eris
ネオユニオン
in the
の
new
エリ
Federation. So that's basically just some random guy. Alright, so why is this what you've got to tell me before you inform me what you're doing here?
フラクトシデスは日髄に秘められた進化の可能性を知ってノビアル再生医療グループに介入したの。
介入どこ
They
ろ
didn't
の
just get
話
into
で
it
は
work,
ない
they went a step further to replace me.
そのまま入れフラクトシ
Have
デ
you
ス
ever
の
met the
組織
Fractus
長に
Grand
は会った
Architect?
ことがあるかい
Yeah, he's an old man. He's kind of silly.
千の顔を持つ略行者。黒潮の奥に
Yeah, I met that
目があ
nerd.
ったもしかして
ああ私の父も身分を取られたのさしかし
Oh, that's kind of that's fucked up.
いつ入れ替わった
So basically, the Fractus Grand Architect killed your dad and just replaced him, but he did such a good acting job that you didn't even notice. Kind of baller.
組織長にとって他人の生死なんて遊びに過ぎないんだろうね
I think the Grand Architect is laughing. I wouldn't be surprised if father was even smiling and his coffin as we buried him down that.
内心では笑みを浮かべていたかもしれないなぜ私を選んだのかその問いに対する答えは以上さ私には前から
Okay, so he just really hates the Fractus, and then he's like, "I'm gonna be a spy for you."
それは今も抱いてるの。
もはや
It has become something of a
当た
habit.
り前のものになってしまったけどね
Fair enough, fair enough.
旅を続けていけば
Continue to train investigation, you find most of they are, but before you do, there's something I should share.
だけど
Oh, so he's just gonna tell me what the
その前に
Fractus
共有
are?
しておきたい情報
I mean,
が
I already know what they are. A bunch of crazy people.
ブラックショアの知り合いに話を聞く限り
Had a fair few run-ins with certain overseers. Yeah, I met a few of
3
them.
人ほどあった。クリストフォロに
Pava and Scar, plus the Grand
そ
Tech.
してスカーよ。
その名前には聞き覚えがあるクローバ
Pavlova,
の本当のコードネームはヘカテ
Christopher.
クリストフォロはアラクノス面白いだろ
They have
な
their
か
own
なか
flair.
派手なコードネームだ実は
But
そこが重要
The
な
code name reveals the owner's style,
Code
personal taste,
name
and
は
ambitions.
彼らの行動スタイルや美学の実力のある共鳴者が
Powerful resident who
目
causes
的
chaos
の
at
なく
random,
破壊行為を
need
起
no
こした
trail,
場
but
合
gives them
尻尾はつかみ
gives
づ
them
ら
a
い
preference, a pattern, and we can still fall to pieces.
何かしらの特徴があれば
They're basically just a bunch of crazy terrorists, right? At this point in time, like they
他の
pretend like they've
情
got a
報
big
も
plan.
いろいろと掴んでいるから
Oh,
合わ
really?
せて共有してお
Cool. All right, he's gonna tell me everything. Do I get like an
こ
actual
う改
piece
め
of
て
paper?
君に権限を付与したよこれで扉を開けられる
Oh my god, I got a secret door. He plays the guitar? Damn. Let me in. I must see. Show me the secret room. What the fuck? Is that a... He's got... In his secret base, he even have a secret room? Most of its members are based under basic artificially induced body modification. Most of it... Yeah, they have like... you mean the normie dudes. If you cannot actually want more creative modifications, you're looking for the handicraft of Hydra. Okay, I'm guessing this is another villain that I'm gonna get introduced to that will probably become relevant later. However, they are often working in tandem with Siren. Okay. If you spot one, be on guard the others collectively. Okay, fair enough. What do they look like though? Are they hot? Are they hot women? Show me the pictures. Who's this? Won't require you much of your attention. The overseer primarily operates in Ashinorahara, a region largely destroyed by the men. Okay. Well, at the very least, they're expanding some of the stuff that potentially I could run into. The girl we had in there for a while, she said. That city that trapped her. Oh, so that city, that's like the empire for that city. Okay. Oh, Honami. Okay. I did say Fractus was a loose organization, but even the most scattered cells still need funding to function. Well, yeah, obviously. They can't just be super powerful all the time. So, only about time before you go to the new Federation. And based on the intel I've gathered, is New Union... That's the most critical base of operations and where you'll find Eris. Who the fuck's that? Oh, you know, that would be kind of interesting if they did operate in the opening, where like they controlled an entire nation essentially. That would be more interesting. Like, how do you, as the rover, deal with an entire nation that essentially is Fractus? That'd be more fun. In a money place for money talks, they have highest members, echelons, business, and key members. Yeah, that's fair. The foothold in the new Federation is given immense leverage, with endless spans for the Fractus operates with impunity across the world. But what the fuck is their actual plan? Should I just throw it out there? Like, I've been versing these motherfuckers for ages, but I don't recall ever being given a very carefully considered plan, aside from like their own weirdness, like we can escape divinity. It's like, can you? They must hate Rover. To be blunt, they're the Space Structuring's largest donor. I'm assuming the other current piece is the Grand Architect. The Grand Architect. True name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities, real people, legendary beings, and the phantoms of dead people from other people's memories. He's a spooky boy. You didn't kill him. Ah, what a loser. The size of this base is insane for a single person. It is, but you know, if you're gonna be like cool undercover agent, you might as well go hard. And honestly, it looks cool. I like his little study back there. I have yet to decipher the lettering, but it shows me one thing. The Grand Architect has ran for a very, very long time. Oh, is he maybe one of my people? That could be interesting. The Fractus member, Grand Architect, but he wasn't that interesting though when I saw him. Well, now it doesn't matter, so just go and do whatever you want. Okay, so he's just a bit of a spy. Oh my god, he's actually a Fractus.
言っただろう。彼らは緊密な組織ではないと。
Yeah, it seems like something he would do.
そうだとしても、フラクトシデスに気づかれている可能性はある。
Each infiltration. Well, you know, he knows that. Come on, Rover. He's a goddamn spy.
リュウク。
How can a doctor who doesn't value his own life
自
save
分の
him?
命をおろそかにしてしまっては、人の命を救えないでしょ。
Rover, that's kind of rich coming from Miss I'm gonna sacrifice myself at any given moment to save anyone around me. Like, come on, Rover. You can't just say, don't sacrifice yourself, it's a bad idea. Rover, you do that every Thursday.
同じ話を二度もされるなんてね。
That's because the Rover has the exact same personality as she does in the every fucking past, which I really hate. Are they gonna have a flashback? This might be a flashback.
また逃げられてしまったか。
Oh, look at this fucking manhwa-esque, like, open shirt, white shirt, and red
一か
thing.
八か全力でかかれば足止めできる。
If I hadn't been cautious, I could have taken care of him.
とりあえず集めた情報をあの人に伝えよう。2年分だ。そろそろ整理しておかなくては。
2 years. Okay. I'm guessing like it must be really strange. Because like you got to think about this. You got to think about this. Like the guy Rover's been around for a very fucking long time. Like I always stress it, 10,000 years is a long fucking time to live. So they must be essentially not just like the leader of Black Shore and all that, but basically they must be the Fractus's long-term fucking like hated entity, because like essentially they're the leader and the person who keeps fucking with their plans for whatever the hell they're trying to do half the time. And also they seem really stupid. It's almost like I would suspect them to be like the Fractus to be like some sort of pawns for the Theoden or something. They just kind of act really, really foolishly though. Because like, yeah, they don't want to be controlled by outside forces of outside gods or other gods maybe. They don't want humanity to be controlled by gods, which is what they say, which is fair. So you don't want the evil god, the Theoden monsters, and you don't want the Sentinel gods. Sure. And therefore Rover is a little bit in the way for that kind of stuff. Sure. But you got to appreciate that the Theoden monsters are more powerful than your current forms of Sentinel gods. And they just seem to have the plan of let's release more Theodens. It's like, it seems like they're really dumb, you know what I mean? She's sending her spy on a break because he's like being... he's burning up too much. I get it. So yeah, that's the little vibe they're going for. God, Rover, why can't you be more interesting? What the fuck? Didn't you say you were going to take a break from WuWa? Oh, no, that was a lie. That was a lie. I would not take a break. I think I made a mistake. I'm going to keep playing until I fucking reach the end. I thought that I didn't realize the day was... I thought today was supposed to be a day I was going to the gym, so that was what I was referring to. But no. I'm actually going to the gym tomorrow. So I fucked it up. I was like, oh, okay, fuck. We play more WuWa then. Rover's on the phone, like talking on the phone. Is this guy Batman? Kind of. Evil Batman though, because he murders people. I keep pushing, it'll be no different from them. Oh, shut the fuck up, Rover. I hate that line. She'll be no different from that. He already murders people, and it's fine. Don't worry about it. I like the idea of the Rover being like more detached and more like cause God, see, this image is making me think of better stories that I could imagine. Where's Rachel? Where is Rachel? But I was like, for example, if Rover was more of a detached entity of like someone who'd been running these businesses and like secret organizations for years and years and years, and then like say Lurk was one of her direct subordinates, and like if she was like a different kind of person, like then we could have like the current Lurk meet Rover and be like, I guess this is what happens when you don't have 10,000 years of fucking life and knowledge weighing you down. You know, they'd be much more interesting in a lot of ways. That's only warm. Blabber's a nice place. Look, bright, precious student, beautiful snow, perfect place. Yeah, you can go there. You could be nice to all the students. Listen to me on this. Come. She's the one who keeps paying your paychecks, bro. You'll have to do it, unfortunately. So he's been here for about 20, so she's probably gonna be like oh, look, you can just see the guy. Oh, yeah, because he's got like blonde, what is it, not blonde, he can't see colors except for my eyes. Ooh, romantic. Let's set aside abstraction now. We should discuss the external problem. Let's see what happened to you and others. Yep. Time travel and some other bullshit. Come on. I mean, like, it can't be in this quest, can it? She was fighting her dreams, Lara, the only one who knew how. I respect that the fate she chose herself. Well, quiet, Rover. You're boring as fuck sometimes. But I won't accept it. There's more I haven't tried. I'm not done trying for it. Yeah, I figured. That's fine. It started with fake searching for a giant soul-skin root network in Baja Group. They identified as the lid, sealing the Stargate, so to speak. Okay. Okay. Keeps the fractured form sealed on both sides of the Stargate. Break it, these forms will reunite. That wouldn't just spell Lyra's doomsday, but the entire world. That seems very dangerous. They were like, yeah, it'll blow up the world, but we kind of like want to go out into space, so why don't we just fucking like hope for the best? That's a bit silly. But the thing in its attack the seals has been increasing. I'm afraid Fractus is also getting ready to make a move. Because their real goal is to destroy the planet or some bullshit. God, they're so stupid. Wait for the extra right away, then we can focus on how to find it. Okay. You're a synchronous. I'm speaking with Lyra, getting the pilot access. Alright, there we go. I'm telling you right now, I was the original pilot. If I wasn't the original pilot, I'm gonna be shocked. I'm gonna be shook. But our immediate priority should be practiced. They're planning to sabotage our plans. But why? Why? God damn it, I hate the Fractus. They're always talking in fucking riddles, but it's like, why are you doing any of this? It's like, because we can. Well, take your time of things. Damn, girl! Sorry, I was looking at her tits. You must always assume the worst is can't I just call chat? What's up? Oh my god, they're talking about me. She was tight-lipped about what happened in the Frostlands, so she spoke. Sitting on her hands won't fix anything, and she was willing to open up. If a friend runs in trouble, she'll naturally step in. Okay, so he's trading some info. Oh my god, a man's talking to a woman that is a potential rollable character? This is so unexpected. I can't expect this. You know, sometimes games like legitimately do this. They stay away from depicting two characters of opposite sexes together because they're afraid of, like, you know, people being all like, oh my god. They're like, oh god, they're together. What's up, boy? You sick? Here's some medicine. Get stabbed. You look tired. Oh. I recall coming by them from good news early, something in beauty for the top marks. Careful, you might get a health
体調
issues.
それはありえません。あってでも研究員
I'll
の
come back
正
from
規
the
研
dead.
究
混乱してるみたいだね。チャンスがプレッシャーになっているのかな。逃げるわけにはいかないだろうけど、
Oh,
エクソソー
you
ム
can't
のよ
really
うに
yourself like
太陽
like
に
an
当たるだけで
exosome
元
you
気
charge
に
moment
な
sun
れる
comes
わけ
up.
でもないだろ。
先生は僕の恩人です。きっと報いてみせます。
I always get the best sleep passed out in your infirmary. Good lord. I guess they're trying to go for like he was once a violent man, but now he's found his happiness and stuff and like safety.
リュークじゃないか。
Here's
ちょっ
custom
と
stuff.
相談がありまして。
How have your shifts been training you?
まあまあだな。
Researchers get
研究員た
getting
ち
them
の
to
こと
check
は
out like
お
pulling
前
teeth
も分かって
after
るだ
hunting
ろ
down
う。
myself.
ここの当番が
You
終わ
want
っ
to
たら
grab a drink?
飲みに行く
Hell
か
yeah.
研究員の方は
もちろんです。ちょうど偵察機のモデルも出来上がっ
早いじゃないか。お
何かをばらしたり組み立てたりしていると
Okay.
ストレス
じゃあ今度チャンスがあったら
Rogan's
一緒にロガンのところに行ってあいつの大事にしてるバレルでもバラしてみるか。そんで怒ったら組み
先輩心苦しいですしやめておきましょう。
Alright, fair enough, fair enough. They're all doing their thing. It's just showing off how he's like. I can't say that I'm really a big fan of him as a character. It's just like he's alright. He's alright. He's not like appealing to me in a few ways. Aside from the fact that he's not a cute anime girl, of course, but it's alright. Now she, however, she appeals to me because she has massive tits. So that's a big bonus.
座ってちょうだい。
And
リュウク
they
先生
refuse to model Luke having massive like balls.
漂白者さ
Like
んも
what the
一緒
hell?
かと思ったけど残念ね。
Yeah, she's not gonna come here because like she's off doing bullshit.
漂白者は前に来ていたはずだ。それに今はコレクティブの面倒ごとに巻き込みたくないからね。
ええ。私はあなたが前に付き合ってた頑固じいさんと違うもの。
And then tries pray to rank. All I care about is the academy.
私にとって大事なものはスタート地学園だけよ。
The idea that maybe Lucia like so focused on the academy that she just like murder everyone else you got in the way would be interesting in a way if they could make that the character focus.
要点を話してもらえるかしら、リュウク先生。
God damn those legs. Give everyone massive tits. Hell yeah. Now that now
フ
they're
ラクト氏ですね。
now that you know this is a fantasy, professors would never avoid the chance to dump work on students. True. So basically, I
エク
just
ソ
wonder
スト
about
ライダーの
practice.
操縦については、まあ漂白者さんが操縦できるのなら別に構わないわ。研究員にも用意をさせて。
Don't worry, she's probably got 100% compatibility, and it's gonna make everyone go, "What the
ストラ
fuck?"
イダーゲートを開くのはリスクが。協力してくれそうな人に心当たりがあるわ。まずは彼女と話をしてみる。
Okay, I gotta go to this new girl she's gonna have to talk
面
to.
識はラハイロイに生きるすべての人に関わる問題。
I'll handle the board as you asked. You focus on
取締役会の
and
人たちは
matters and
私が
covers.
協力に感謝しよう。ルシラ、学園長。
Wait, she's the president? Oh, was she? I think I remember that. I thought she was just a teacher. Look at those
今回
massive
の相
tits.
談
Good
は
lord.
思ったより早く済んだね。てっきり私の目的を疑われているのかと思ったよ。
Well, it went fine because everyone trusts the rover.
感謝の気持ちとして、飴でもどうだい？
Oh my god, she's this man offering his balls to everyone.
遠慮するわ。学園中で飴を配ってるでしょ。何度ももらってるし、飽きたもの。
Oh no. She doesn't like his balls. She's had enough of having his balls in the past and has given up on them. But man, that's a great shot of her tits. Like, damn. He's all like, maybe I need to have different candies. Try different variants. Mint chocolate. Man, look at those hips. Holy shit. Okay, I'm just focusing on the dumbest shit right now.
あれだけたくさんのスパイを掴んでくれたもの。学園の安全性は向上したし、面倒事がだいぶ減ったのよ。私としては、あなたが学園にとどまってラハイロイを守ってくれてることが予想外ね。
Because he was fucking hired by his boss, and then his boss decided to obliterate her memories. What does he do in this situation? Boss obliterates memories. Do I have to leave now? Who pays my money? Who gives me my salary?
余計なお世話になっていなければいいんだけど。
おせっかいなのは否定しないけど、わきまえてるでしょ。何も文句はないわ。
友人に言われてね。ここは雪景色も綺麗だし、学生も親切で可愛いと。それで私はのこのこやってきたのさ。
Oh my god, you came to see all the students.
でも
This grooming
言われ
net
た
now.
ほど素晴らしい場所でもなかったから。
When I got here, nothing like the brochure she described. Turns out 8 out of 10 staff were planted here by different
別勢力の
factions.
スパイが8人もいたわけで。
Well, it is what it is. Like, what do you expect? They're not like an independent fucking nation. They're a collection of researchers that technically should be sharing their
学生たちは封鎖管
details.
理されているし、みんな宇宙に行く夢を見てばかり。それにロイ人はネオユニオンの転売屋と手を組んでエクソスオームのパーツを転売しているとか。
Smugglers, neat.
でも知っている。学生者は甘くはない。各国から選ばれてきたエリート揃いだ。私に分かるようなことは。
As far as we know, the Fractus are trying to manipulate the Theoden's element to use their power to reshape the world because being born as a human in this world sucks ass. I mean, yeah, that's I mean, kind of, yeah. I mean, like, it's so short-sighted, though. I have to feel like they have to have some other alternate plan. A lot of the people inside the Fractius, like, they talk like, we're gonna rise up and overthrow the divinities and whatnot. But, like, they've clearly been around long enough and they're investigated enough to probably have a realization that, oh, those sentinels that we keep trying to turn offline, they are the only thing really keeping these horrific monsters from space that are trying to eat us and destroy civilization back. And these monstrosities seem to appear like almost naturally in response to certain things. So it's kind of like, oh fuck, until we can deal with these things, the Sentinels are our best option. Yet the Fractius seem entirely okay with just fucking over everything. Like, did they not realize that, for example, like, let's say Leviathan in the Renacedia arc went wild because they released that damn thing and it's all over the place. It's like, okay, you released the Leviathan, it's all over the place, it's ruined everything. Okay. Now what? What are you gonna do? You're gonna be able to stop it? It's now literally like some sort of horrific god monstrosity that has a whole bunch of like willing slaves under it. And it's just probably going to march across an entire fucking like country and probably invade and shit. Like, the Fractius aren't really thinking that far ahead, to be honest. It's one of those elements that I don't think about it as much, and I haven't talked about it as much. But the Fractius are most certainly a group of people that are complete fucking idiots, or at the very least, run by someone who's lying to them or misleading them to some degree. Because, you know, there's no like, I mean, maybe that Grand Architect guy isn't, like, maybe he's just a Theoden in disguise type thing, or maybe he's someone from Rover's world who doesn't like Rover type stuff and or whatever, like Civil War shit. Who knows?
子供たちは理想を信じて疑わない。未来に希望を抱き、ろくでもない現実に耐え。
Don't worry, cynicism comes with age. They'll get there.
最初は友人の話を聞いてラハイロイに来たわけだが、
今はここが好きになった。
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah, and now he's like a good boy and doesn't want to murder people anymore, or at least isn't going to burn out. I would have preferred him to say something like he wants to leave.
そう、学園長と同じようにね。
God damn, like Madam President's hot as
緊急
fuck.
連絡だ。
Oh my god, Nana's also hot. Show me the Nana. Break in at the infirmary. Neva has been kidnapped? Warren?
君は大丈夫かい？損傷の具合は？
Oh, he's just nice, like a robot. The robot was fucked up.
自分の修理
Throws
を
damage
最
control
優
after
先
this
事項
call.
にする。
Notify Conway security
する
server.
と彼らは出動するのに時間がかかるかもしれない。
Where did he
私が追い
take
か
her?
けよう。
Why did he
モーレンが
kidnap a
彼女を連れ
random
てどこへ逃
student
げた
though?
かわかるかい？
わかりました。学園の情報によると、二人は
Frostland Space Station.
前に漂白者と見つけたあの測定の宇宙ステーション。
Okay, so I gotta go in
す
there
ぐ
and
に向
fight.
かおう。
Why would he take her back there?
ウォー
What
レ
are
ンが逃
these?
げ出した。学生を拉致して表現の墜落物を目指している。
どうするの？
I'm gonna go there and kill him.
今すぐ追いかける。ルシラ学園長には増援の手配と包囲を頼めるかな。二度と逃がしてはならない。学園の
取り囲んだ上で、まずは自分が中に入ってウォーレンと対峙するつもり？
Yep, and he's gonna just
少し
murder him.
確認したいことがあってね。
分かったわ。あなたを信じましょう。行きなさい、リューク先生。いい知らせを待ってるわ。
Very cute anime girl. Goodbye. I'm going to go find some practice man and shoot him in the head. She has a sick hat. It is a very nice looking hat. I mean, I must admit that most of the time, if this was eye tracking on this, literally, like I'm not even kidding. I'm fucking not even kidding. My eyes are right there every time where I'm saying it all there was those massive titties. Like, you know how people will do eye tracking and then they're like, oh geez, I would never look. Oh, don't know. I'm accidentally looking. It wasn't my fault. No, I'm just like straight up. That's where my eyes are. Yep, nice. Tits, 10 out of 10.
なぜこのタイミングで
Yeah, exactly. Why the fuck kidnap her? Like, what's going on, bro? Alright, let's go. This does feel like a random side quest, though. This kind of like, it's fine because we do need some space from the other parts, but it just feels like a random side quest with this guy. Like if you cut it out, it wouldn't matter too much. Why is he kid? Oh, look, he's got a little gun.
早く資料室まで案内してくれ。急げ。
Oh my god. Couldn't you just ask? Is there a place we haven't discovered yet? Is it? Oh my god, spooky monsters. Fuck you. Die, spooky monsters. Bonk. Okay, wait, I can't do the thing to him, damn it. Die! He's got a fucking Nerf gun. At the end of 2.7, they said Sentinels were making humans weaker because they're relying on them too much. Imagine being in medicine in real life and the god you've been worshipping the horse. Lost to a fish and the entire plan was to kill himself. Well, I think wow. Oh god, I'm falling into what could be cool reactor coolant. That probably won't go well. How do I wait, how do I get out of here? Can I get out of here? I hope I can get out of here. Can I even climb? I can't. Oh my god. I might be dead. Help! Help! I fell in the water and I can't get out. Let me out. No! Well, that's okay. There we go. Yes, I was defeated by water. Why did they let me go in the water is the bigger question if I can't get out of the water. I think that, yeah, I get what you're saying about the Sentinel, but I think the flip side of that is, yeah, it lost to a fucking whale, but the whale was really powerful, and if it wasn't for the fucking horse god, they would have lost way faster. Yeah, I need a fucking lifeguard, bro. Yeah, so like the horse god is like, the horse fucking god is like powerful and shit, and it did lose, but the giant whale monster would have totally fucking defeated them. Wait, why are there bodies in here? Oh, this is probably some of the people that came in from before, like when they fixed up the place. You just murdered.
もう一人はバイタルサインか。
Okay, so he died and the other two. Why did they get to live? Basic first aid and return. Okay.
出血は止まった。今は
Were their eyes open in like a really creepy way? I think sure our eyes are open in a real. They are. That is super fucking creepy, bro. That is super fucking creepy. Like her eyes are open, like. I probably, like, some of the little touch, for example, I would probably put some blood around them. I know that you can't, though, because it's China. Look, dead person. Look, it's a dead person. Neat body. I want to jump in the hole. Oh, it wasn't a hole at all. Is this physically there? It is actually physically there. So yeah, I still think that the overarching principles of the practice are stupid, because like wanting to defeat both of them is very reasonable. Like I want to remove the Theodens and I also want to remove the Sentinels. Problem is the Theodens are straight up fucking worse, more evil, and by all accounts more powerful. But that does not mean that removing the Sentinels first, because they're the weaker of the two, is going to have a good result for you. If the Sentinels weren't there, the Theoden would eat your face. If the Theoden wasn't there, the Sentinels would just hang out and control shit generally in the background. And you'd have a lot more chance to actually do anything. You know? So, I feel like, yeah, it's a bit silly. Yep. Hello. Button press. Wait, no. Button press? Oh, so it's a teleporter he's going for? And he wants to take his... He wants to take a small child with him as well? Okay, I gotta go up this way. Bonk. 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 Ah! Ah! Okay, that was on me being stupid. But yeah, like I feel like the practice, when you think about it from that perspective of like, okay, we want to destroy both sides of this coin so humanity can rise up. All right, fair enough. I'm dealing. Oh. What the fuck, game? Ugh. That was on me there. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Okay, how do I get there? Oh, there's a T there. There we go. Oh, I could have just used that? Fuck. Fire. There we go. Whee! Okay. What was it doing? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Jump. Yeah, but it's not as a big issue because a lot of gachas have like a evil organization type thing or a group that is kind of stupid, really, when you get down to it, as like more like arrogant foolishness, even if they have some sort of like good idea that they just really haven't sat down to think about. Like, oh wow, why don't we help the Theodens, the Sentinels kill the Theodens while preparing to kill the Sentinels? Or something similar. Or just study them both to try and make something better. I brought this in just like you asked. Wait. Okay, so Mr. Epstein is saying, you must first provide me a young girl, then I will let you come to my island. Mm-hmm, yes, yes. That's exactly what we're saying right now. He's like, I can give you a small child. Enjoy. Hey, don't shoot her. Good lord. What a silly looking gun. Well, I mean, like, no one else is here. Yeah, the Fractus really aren't showing me their best side with people like this as their, you know, members, to be honest. I mean, yeah, they've manipulated Theoden's shit, and they've done some smart kind of stuff. But generally speaking, if it was just like control the world type thing, that'd be one thing. But trying to defeat the gods is silly. Like, it's just silly. Like, they're not really... maybe there's some elements that just I'm not aware of. This is why I'm thinking perhaps the Theoden monster is somehow controlling them in a way. Because, in general, it does seem like... Oh, fuck. In general, it does seem like, that it would have to have something different, like some sort of like, oh, there's a secret second plan, or they have an idea, or they have knowledge that no one else knows of. All right, let's go save Mr. Epstein's sacrifice. You will no longer need to go to Little St. James, girl. You're safe here. Yeah, he's dead. I killed him.
気絶してるから大
Oh,
丈夫だ
damn.
よ。
That would have been funny.
ニボラ君、体の具合はどうかな？
ニボラはもう平気です。
Oh.
ただ首の後ろを殴られたのでちょっと痛みが。
This trope of like shy student is always a nice one. You know, you don't want to do. This is the one girl you don't want to be sent to Little St. James. I mean, to be honest, you don't want any girl sent to Little St. James, but we have to save her from Little St. James, guys.
すごい怖くって。
They should probably get in like a model thing so for like
無理する
crying
必要はない。
for the normal
大きな
characters and
刺
stuff.
激を受け
I
た
think it
時
would
は
really benefit
感情を
a bit
発
of.
散した方が回復しやすくなるからね。
She saw that I have a
我慢
gun
すると
on my belt.
精神的に問題が生じる恐れもある。
He's like, I'm gonna talk. That could be blood. Yeah, he's like, you got a gun, or she's just checking him
少
out.
し休んだら何があったのか教えてもらえないかな。
I have a gun in here. I'm gonna pull it out on you.
はいちょっとだけ休んでみます。
Stop staring at my gun. Is she gonna go for it? Is she gonna jump for the gun and get herself
ゆっくり
killed?
休んで。私は
Or,
ウォーレンの様子
or
を
wait a minute. What about the reveal that maybe she's Fractus? That would be really weird, but okay. It'd be like a fucking. Oh, she's scared of the guns, maybe.
さっき
Well, does he have a
保
gun?
健室のベッドで寝てたんです。それで目を覚ましたらウォーレンさんに銃口を頭に突きつけられ
You
て。
sure that was a gun? It looked like a fucking water pistol. Twitch is fucked. Why? What happened with Twitch? Wait, is the Twitch, is the stream fucked?
スカイアークについて聞いてきて前に一度来たことがあるって言った
I
ら
didn't notice if there's some sort of problem.
案内するように命令されました。
He was frantic, grilled me nonstop by Skyark. When I found out I went to the station port, he forced me to bring him. Why didn't you just tell him, like, give him a little map? See, that's a bit silly. Like, or not silly, but, like...
ハッチの近くにいた研究員たちは
Yeah, they're dead. No, I just hate Twitch. Oh, okay, fair enough. Acceptable reasons.
残念ながら
I did see that,
一人は殺された。
Asmongold got banned,
他の二人は無
recently.
事だ。
I don't know what he did, but, yeah. Was big on Twitter.
はいそれ以外よくわかりません。
She picked up the gun. What's she gonna do with it? Oh my god, don't put it
大
in
丈
your
夫
mouth.
だ。彼の動機には見当が
But
つ
he's
いた。
she's like clearly
ニ
like
ボラ君はゆっ
the
くり休ん
villain,
で。
and she's
あ
gonna.
とは大人たちに任せればいい。
Oh my god, she's actually a villain.
本当にじゃあ
Ooh, she is a villain.
コ先生
It's got to
は
be like
どうするんですか？
it's got to be the Grand Architect kind of guy. But if it's actually someone who's a villain, neat. Wow, she didn't even get a fucking perfect shot like that. Damn, girl, you're stupid. Nice, nice.
先生ひどいです。学生にそんなことするなんて。
私になり変わろうとする学生はいない。
Oh,
違うかい？
it's that guy.
フラクト氏です。
Yeah, this dude
組
again.
織長様。
Oh wow. To show him immediately there.
大人として一つ教えてあげよう。遊びとは双方の意思があって初めて成立するものさ。
Oh my god, I'm here. Wait, that was quick. I thought I was gonna show me like murdering.
ああ釣られたのは私の方だったか。 お前を殺して漂白者と遊ぼうと思っていたが、実に残念だ。
Nice smile though for a villain. But Grand Architect, you're just as bad as the Theodens in some ways. You evaded what was meant for you.
だがどうでもいい。ウォーレンは消えた。死人に口はない。
Warren's dead, so he can't speak, basically.
自らの失態で学園に捕まっておきながら、よくもラハイロイから出られると思ったものだ。
Should appear as some more interesting characters. Perhaps like appear as like.
欲しかったものは手に入れた。今日のところはよしとしよう。
She's a happy girl.
宇宙ステーションに
On
来
my way here, I
る
kept
途中で
wondering
思
why you
っ
acted
た
so
のさ。
quickly. I didn't fit your usual style
こ
of
こまで
taking
早
characters.
く動く理由は何なのかとね。最後まで演じきった君らしくなかった。やはりそのペンを奪い返すためだったか。
Why would you want to steal back a pen?
ああ、大事にしていたが見つからないと思えばお前が持っていたとは。人に何かを奪われたのは初めての経験だ。おっと、聞き忘れるところだった。
When did you begin? I just saw that too. My VPN goes nuts whenever I access Twitch. Oh. Yeah, if you've got a VPN or stuff like that, it does kind of fuck up on that, probably on Twitch. Alright.
教えてあげようか。前回宇宙ステーションに来た時、君は怪我したふりをしていた。
Oh shit.
それで疑いが不可能。
So,
君は完璧に見える演技をしていたよ、組織長。だけど、
yeah, acting can be flawless, but
自
you
分
don't
で理
even
解
mimic
でき
what you
ない
don't
もの
understand.
まで真似することは不可能だ。
What was he failing?
例えば、本物の死とかね。不死という特
An
性を
immortal
持
being
つ
like
君
you
にとっ
who,
て、
no matter how times you die, it's just lose another identity and happen to see in your...
ただ、前に偶然、君の死に触れたことが
Ah, well, he is an immortal monster like the Robar.
ほう、それで私に目をつけていたのか。
Why is it not more...
思い出そうとしたが忘れてしまった。私の落ち度だ。謝罪しよう。
Man, the Fractius are they're just a bit too silly evil
私
for
は
my
遠
really
く
liking.
古い存在に
My
し
real
か
favorite things are the
興
ones
味
that
が
are
ない
really old and far, far away.
しかし、お前は素晴らしい。驚かされたな、ヘルセン先生。長い時間の中で。
I mean, everyone knows how to defeat a mortal. You just need to like trap it in a box and put it in the under the ocean and leave it there. Hey there, Mick.
お前がいなければ、今回の遊びは退屈になっていた。
So you get prizes in terms of a boss
や
battle.
るとしよう。
Really? Prize? So was she always a villain?
保証する。
I guess that makes sense because I don't think I've seen her a
お前たち
rollable.
が望んでいる
So they just made her as like a fake girl.
一つ
That's
目
nice.
控えの祝典が間もなく行われるだろう。
At the upcoming new Solar celebration, among all the lovely students stands a member of the
可
practice.
愛い学生の中にも
So he's just gonna
もう
lie.
一人フラクトシデスのね。
So he's just gonna give them like information. How kind. Don't worry, the answer's easy. If we kill them all, we get the
あ
practice.
の子の演
We
技
should
が
kiss the girl.
楽しみで仕方ない。
Well, we don't know whether well, there's an important element here. We don't know whether our Grand Architect was originally a girl or originally a boy. Is it gay? We need to know. Also, doesn't matter. Grand Architect, I'll give up everything if you could turn into Cantarella because I need a motorboat those titties. It's like, what? You're gonna give up everything for this rover? Yes. Now hurry up and begin shifting. And that Grand Architect could be all the waifus now you think about it. Another beer for the beer gods? It's always
だ
gay.
が楽しいとは思わないか？
What
猫
makes
が
fun?
ネズミを捕まえる遊びだ。 ネズミを演じる側が危機感を感じなければ必死で逃げ回ったりしないだろう。
Okay.
勝つためには
I do like
自分を狩人として
the
意識する
design
必要
of like the
が
girl, and it turns out she was always evil all along. I mean, they had some handful of moments that were a bit odd with her back in the other part, but
その
nothing
程
I
度の
noticed
駒に
really.
過ぎなかったという話だ。
I do like the idea of like the Grand Architect being a true infiltrator to some interesting degree, but there's some elements that like, eh.
2つ目は
この資料室の中にある。賢いお前なら察しているんじゃないか。スカイアークの
I had
探
so much
索
fun on the ship of Sky.
楽しかったぞ。天空海を見た気分はどうだ？漂白者。
See, like, the Grand Architect of the Fractus knows stuff, so he clearly can't be stupid, so why would he want the Theoden? Unless he's working for the Theodens or something, or he's just a madman.
故郷、愛しい我が家。遠くに存在する。
Well, yeah, see, he knows about
今
Roma.
は戻れないわざわざ連れて行った甲斐はあった。なかなかいい表情じゃないか。これからも互いに楽しい時間を過ごせるよう祈っている。
Villains that are always like, you've won for now, but next time I will definitely get you. This is all a part of my long-term plan. And then you just kind of go to them, what is the long-term plan? Shut up!
過去も現在も
At the very least, compared to the Theodens, the Fractus could at least, you know, be dramatic and, you know, very thespian. Bye-bye, anime girl. I hope that they deal with that other girl being sad because her friend goes. What happens if her friend, like, was literally dead already? You think we could have stopped her here?
あ
My goal was to gather
あ最
intelligence,
初からフラ
not
クトシデスの
apprehend.
組織長をここで捕まえられるとは思ってい
He's a weird guy,
まず
definitely.
は君と一緒に父の墓を掘り出した頃から私は理解していた組織長は
The
自由
Grand
に
Architect
行
used to
動
be
し
acting
て
on
い
a
る
whim,
よう
but
だ
in my observation, the playfulness is
あれは
not
一
a
種
disguise.
の
There's a
装いだ
purpose behind it. Well,
彼女は
see,
気ままに振る舞っているが
this is the problem with making a character who's a mystery box, though. Right now, the Fractus Architect's ultimate goal is a bit of a mystery box. But that mystery box element and, like, their goals and stuff, more often than not, when they finally reveal what the Fractus is after, we're going to look back at parts like this, quests like Menacedia, and we're going to be like, what the actual fuck were you doing? Like, this doesn't make sense at all. All those times you said, this is all part of my plan? This wasn't part of a plan at all. You were just stupid. That happens way too often with these kinds of characters. So that's the unfortunate reality of the Grand Architect. But while their Fractus are, you know, very silly and act like idiots half the time, at the very least we can benefit from one element. And that one element being they're a mite more interesting than the fucking Theodens half the time. The Theodens that have talked to us have been the worst. The best Theoden so far has been the Void Monster because it doesn't even talk. It just sits there and eats stuff and wants to eat the world. That is fine. It's less a active character, more like a horrific monstrosity. And maybe not the desirable horrific monstrosity I like, but it is so much better as a villain than the other Theodens. This whole game is gay and cringe. Why aren't you playing like Morrowind or something? Because I don't own Morrowind.
先ほど7から連絡を受けて疑問に思った
Legitimately, I don't own
ウォー
Morrowind.
レンも研究員なのに
And also, I need to finish this entire story before I can play something else. When Nana called Warren's research, why would you need to take a... Yeah, I mean, I was wondering that myself, actually, so that's a fair point. Even if you did breaking the infirmary and letting Nana send the distress call was sloppy strategy, of course, I'd be the first to be contacted.
その後すぐ私にも連絡したんだね。前にニボラから聞いた。ずっと医療室で療養
I didn't think you had her in the infirmary all the time. Do you keep an eye
彼
on
女
her?
が動くタイミングを待ってもいたのさ疑ってはいたが推測に過ぎ
So wait, did he then murder that poor student girl then? Immortal of Thousand Faces managed to grow quite a bit of
フラク
intel.
トシデスの組織長に関する私の推測が間違いなければ
More hidden in this room. And he just kind of gave it to us.
彼女は褒美なんて言葉を使う。
Maybe it is a girl. Honestly, I prefer the Grand Architect to be a girl, purely because cute is better. It is an interesting element. Oh look, he's dead. Warren's dead. Warren's dead. But yeah, I actually am looking forward to playing some other games eventually, but because of the nature of what I'm working on, I need to finish this up, and I wanted to finish it all up on stream. Although I will probably hold off on doing my big final review of Weathering Waves, maybe for a little bit, because I think I might release that maybe a little bit before the video I release on Weathering Waves. Like, you know, maybe like a week or 2 weeks before the final actual video on Weathering Waves, if I can get the timing right. So the stream on that will be at that point, I'm saying.
過去のスカイアークの要因資料。
Personal files from the Arc Station. Oh my god, the Grand Architect view. Oh, the lettering. It's the same lettering on the...
覚えてるかい？初めてここに来
Do
た
you
時
remember the retreat shot
東
that
映
you're
システ
thinking
ム
of?
で出
We
てきた
saw in the hologram
天
during
空
a
海
visit?
プロジェクトの担当者の子。
That guy.
教授
ああ、彼は公演
Yeah,
中
that's the one that
当時
Nivela
プロジェクトに
deliberately
新
made
し
it
く
so we
参加
couldn't
した
see.
ミエという
Isn't
学者
that's
につい
nice?
て
That's
研
a
究した
nice little bit of foreshadowing. Can't believe they thought that far
そ
ahead.
の学者が話をする前に東映は中断された。
Really, but the introduction was cut short. Yeah, yeah, I
実
remember.
はさっきシステムで彼女の資料を見つけてね。
Her name? Oh my god, the Grand
その
Architect
名
was a
前
girl.
は
Maybe.
あのペンに刻まれた文字と
The
完
letters
全に
of
一
this
致してい
name
る
are a perfect match with the engraved on the pen. So they now know how to read that?
フラクトシデスの組織長なの
Or another one of the
記
faces.
録によるとあの学者が参加して
It
から
was introduced started due to lack of
資金問題
funding
で
until
行
she
き詰まって
joined.
い
It
た
was
天
pushed
空海プロジェ
back
クト
on
が
track.
すごい勢いで再開されたらしい。
Wait, so
彼
she?
女の介入はプロジェクトに対する測定の判断すら揺らがせた。
Okay, so the
しかし
architect fucked with that?
その人物の詳細な情報、例えば出身地や就職先、出身校などは一切わからない。
How the fuck did she get a job then? Jesus Christ, you can't get a fucking entry level job nowadays without 12 billion years of fucking of internship. Like, how the hell did the Grand Architect get a job? What the hell, man?
その人もフラクトシデスの組織長に身分を取られたみたいだね。
そうだろうね。自身の身分を絶えず変え続け、千の顔を持つ者。ソラリスに存在する時間が
So basically, there's been two immortals. Rover and the Super Architect have been fucking with this place for a long time.
宇宙ステーションに残された資料から考えて、
Great interest in the and see the interest in the period is why it
測定
infiltrated
や天空海
this new secret.
ない星々の向こうには何があるのかな。
The universe. What secrets is hiding beyond the infinite stars? Maybe.
ボラはそれが知りたいんだ。
Well, that is what Nivula said. She does really want to know.
あの映像いや説明する必要はない。君のことを知る人は少なければ少ないほどいい。
Yeah, because like for example, if the Fractors really wanted to fuck with Rover, for example, they could just spread around that Rover's a god. A fear campaign would be very effective. Imagine this: in the new Union, suddenly a whole bunch of information purposely leaks showing that the Rover has been alive for thousands of years and has them in very inconvenient locations. By muddying those waters and making a sense of fear, you could do a lot of damage. But they haven't, so what's going on? Unless we count the idea of maybe the people in charge already know about the rover and trust the rover and would never allow it to go through, but I don't think that really
た
falls
だ
through either.
思うんだ。もしかしたら偶然などでは
If
な
a
い。
goal in the past involves you, there's
彼
something
女
keeping
の
behind
目的
your
が
journey
君
ahead.
に関係しているとしたら
Well, yeah.
警戒を強めた方がいい。
How powerful is the rover, like, physically? It appears to me that the rover is much more powerful than a lot of other people. They don't really do a lot of good hard and fast rules, though. While they talk about resonating powers, it's not always that they actually focus on what they individually, those resonating powers do. It's more of like a vibe of like, you know, the rover is strong. A lot of these quests and stuff usually show off other people's powers, but the rover is shown to have very specific abilities regarding things like fate not affecting her, or the ability to just kind of like literally fight basically toe against almost anyone, with some minor exceptions. It's hard to say that she's like overwhelmingly powerful, but most certainly she's definitely up there. Fate doesn't affect her at all. I guess the Fate thing was pretty great. Any Fate fans? Fate fans! Man, I was the Fate video. The Fate video is what is it like? It did about 8,000 views and whatnot. It's sad that it didn't do more views. I must admit, like, you know, I put a lot of time into that video, but I do appreciate the people who did appreciate it. It was fun to make for me, and you know, while not everything works out in the way you want it to work out, it is what it is. But I had fun making the memes in it. But yes, Rover's main thing, and I've long kind of suspected that maybe Fate exists in this world, and maybe that's why she lost her memories. Like, she tried to cut herself off from the Fate thing, from memories, to get cut off from Fate. Sort of reminds me of SMT Nocturne. Kill God's egg so you can get out from under his thumb in the True Demon ending. Yeah, like shit like that. Like, I'm wondering if that's kind of how like the rover's functioning. Like, I had to do something to get out of under the thumb of Fate type thing, and now this entire narrative that we're playing through is essentially Rover has officially cut herself off from a fated end of not being able to win, and being like, okay, now though I've lost all my knowledge and strength from back then, I do now possess a ability to actually win type situation. The etheric seed, that might have been my entry point to Saros after leaving my well, yeah, it was. The question, I guess, is the architect someone from her hometown, or like or someone from another spacefaring or immortal empire, or perhaps is it just an immortal from fucking Earth, from Solaris? Where was interested in the theme before? Did she want to use it a medium to reach somewhere beyond? It could be possible that the Grand Architect would be. I like how they just change up the gender for Grand Architect whenever they feel like it, which makes sense because they can literally be whatever they want. Now I've got to ask the question, and this is a very serious question here. If the Grand Architect turns into a really hot girl, let's say, you know what, if the Grand Architect turns into Luno, and then Rover, male Rover, has sex with Luno, that is Grand Architect, would she get pregnant? And then another question. If the Grand Architect then had that child, but then changed their body into another form, are they the mother, or are they the father? Or are they not either? Is Luno the mother, the original Luno? Like, this is the kind of shit we discuss here on the Detective Channel. You're making this too complicated. No, we're discussing the point. We're discussing it because if Grand Architect in Luno's body spent 9 months in Luno's body, had a child with the rover, and then that child came out, then they just left and changed themselves to another thing, that child is a Luno's child, or is it Grand Architect's child? Can a Fuda with no balls make someone pregnant? Well, we don't really know how effective this like transformation is, but it must be very effective considering most security systems seem to not be able to pick up the Grand Architect of changing their face. So I believe it's more than just a skin deep change. So I'm gonna lean on the side that the Grand Architect should be able to do it. You know, really funny, you know, like those fucking memes about like, haha, I was pretending all along. So like the rover goes through an entire romantic arc with some new girl, gets like really deep. They have like an extremely great moment together. Rover wakes up in bed the next day and then like looks over and it's like fucking just turned into the Grand Architect in his Reaper form. He's like, "Ah, you fool! You have had a romantic interlude with me, the Grand Architect." So WuWa needs a food detection security system in place. No, the Grand Architect's not. Well, we don't know what the Grand Architect was originally, for one. But the Grand Architect isn't a fooder. I think the Grand Architect is like just a shape changer. It's not a fooder. So if it's not like, oh, now you're fooded. That's not how it works. The real question is, can the Grand Architect turn... Well, I mean, the Grand Architect can apparently turn themselves into mythical creatures. So there must be some level of like, they can just kind of fucking create their own Build-A-Bear creation to some degree. So maybe they can become a fooder. I think we've learned a lot about the Grand Architect here today, discussing it. Anyway, continuing on. The more she appears, the more she gives away. She enjoys playing games, and it means she'll follow some... She's a little insane. That's what it is. Well, the rover didn't die of boredom despite being 10,000 years old. Personal taste and ambition can be revealing and intended. The practice is more than one base and source. And as far as I'm the only one with a grudge or an interest in activities. Until now, the Grand Architect is even a reflection on the water. She never appears on her own, only in the faces she always did. Well, yeah, she's already a dead person. Her fascination with what lies beyond all the infinite stars is an infinite thread we can pull. We can start identifying the schemes behind her signature. That is fair. So basically, maybe it isn't someone from beyond the stars, and it is the Grand Architect was from Solaris themselves. I need to search R35 archives for this answer. True. You need to go deep philosophy in this stream. True. Personally, I'll state my feelings on the matter. I would say that the child, from an ethical standpoint, is not Luno's child. If the Architect, while looking like Uno, had a child as a Luno, I'd say it's a Grand Architect's child. You can't just escape fucking shit by like putting on a wig, bro. You can't escape it. You can't escape it. It's how it is. But that said, Luno is not entirely unrelated to that. While I won't say she has an obligation to look after said child or anything like that, it is definitely something that is important because it is a genetic matched child to her, and you know, there's a lot to be done there. There's a lot of considerations. So I would not say Luno is an uninterested, uninvolved party to such foolishness that is occurring. So there's my position on it. And would it be gay? That's a good question. Wait, no. We need to find out what was originally the Grand Architect, a guy or a girl. Then we can have a more serious discussion about whether or not having sex with the Grand Architect while they were transformed into Luno would be considered gay or not. Well, we have to get that. That's an important element to then continue the discussion. So I feel like we need to table this conversation until the Grand Architect pulls down the proverbial pants. Anyway. A trip to men's... Oh my god, we're finally going to go somewhere else. The courtesan was acting in Mushu. It's just a rumor. They say the city was built there on their direction. Alright, the science people. As for the new Federation, you'll likely end up there eventually if you plan to count the Federal operations. Yeah, probably. But now, they're too complicated over there. And they handle resonators differently, even with the Black Shaw's backing going in on comparatively risk. I'll be cautious before never. Did you find any traces of the Grand Architect in Malroy? Speculation. About Amos disappeared. From what you told me, she died from overclocking prior to stop the theater. Oh, the deck. After that incident, the Academy detected cracks on Theoden's sealed depths. Brush of the wood sealed intention. So basically, we could put it like this: the Theoden monster God damn it, the Grand Architect really wants to fucking break every... What is the plan, though? I wish to destroy the planet.
組織長が封印を破壊したせいで
I believe it was Grand Architect who damaged the seal that led to Amos' death. Based. Oh, I like that. They actually had a little emotion there with like the fingers. Check. Look at that. They were putting in some effort. How nice. How nice. But that is only an artistic perspective. However, facts can be glimpsed from hieroglyphics. No spoilers. Well, don't tell me anything, obviously. I just like to guess things as they're coming out. I know that there's a lot of people who could click on this stream and probably know more than me. But, you know, I enjoy not knowing things. It's fun being in the dark while other people know everything. Because, like, you know, how close am I getting? You know, it's the most annoying thing. Whenever I go... This is a complete random thing. Occasionally, I'll go onto Reddit. I know, I'm already disgusted with myself. But occasionally, I'll go onto Reddit to look at the threads for an anime discussion for a new anime for an episode of watching that's coming out. I'm like, oh, what are other people thinking about it? And sometimes you'll see stuff on there, especially for shit that you've watched or read... No, you've read before. And you'll see comments that, like very eerily depict exactly what's going to happen next, and you gotta wonder in the back of your mind, is this just a guy who was thinking and talking about the show and picked out the future of the show from just like watching it and being like, oh, this seems like something will happen? Or is this like a manga reader or a light novel reader who just desperately wants fucking points of karma online? Like, I want attention, so I'm going to pretend like I didn't know, and I'm going to say the real next part, and everyone's going to upvote me because all the people who've watched and read the manga, they're like, he's right, he's right. You know? Is it just that? And that's not happening here, by the way, because I legitimately do have not... Well, I've only seen memes through stuff. For example, I knew that Armadeth, like some sort of incestuous character, was there, although I didn't know it was actual like actual blood related in terms of that. And I didn't know anything else about her story at all, other than she was like related to some degree. Are you saying Fuder is spoilers? Did you take WuWa inspiration from Bible Black? WuWa did take inspiration from Bible Black. True. Like black hair, Bible Black, Black Shore. Throwing it out there. But it's a good idea. Having a reason to hate the Grand Architect, also a good approach. Also a very good approach. We're gonna go to the new area, the new town, the new city. I do like... Because, like, it feels like they're getting their brain together. One, I hate the Theoden monster. On the other side, I'm prepared to fight it because I want to get back to Amadeth. I also, the Grand Architect. I'm like, oh, Grand Architect, you piece of shit. I want to fucking defeat him because I want to, like, get revenge now. Because of the characters I like have suffered for them. No, I don't want to talk to you. You're a man. Oh my god, penguins! They're coming right away. Do we go to the other side of the street? Are they going to attack us? Theoden, King of Rohan. I know, I call it that all the time, even though I know that's not the name. And there's going to be some... One day, someone will find these fucking VODs and be like, I hate that you keep calling it this. I kept wondering if the choices I made in the past were the right ones. See, now she's worrying about this. I still don't know why I chose to erase my memories. It's probably because that one decision cost me a grip on everything. It leaves me so many people behind. See, like, they're actually attempting to build in some stuff here. And probably more I don't even know. Well, it seems like you told them, though. Because, like, a lot of the people you met from the past don't react like you should know them. They always react as though the truth is that they knew. So, you clearly prepared them. I mean, you didn't tell Amos because she was a fucking child the details, but fucking, you know. My grand plan to see the world, and when mattered most, I wasn't able. Rover. I appreciate that they're trying. But listen, Rover. Y'all fucking... This is clearly part of the plan. And if you can't tell that from the fact that every single person you've met has been like, yeah, don't worry, we understand your memories are gone, and we can't tell you everything, just keep going with this shit. It's clearly part of a larger plan. Is he able to say anything?
救えなかった
Maybe he can't.
彼女は
But we can't save him. Should we just be forgotten, left adrift in the void of earth? Not necessarily.
漂い続け
Maybe
て
she's like on the moon, hanging out. Maybe there's like there's rabbits on the moon. She's hanging out with the Lunarians. I personally hope she'd have fun out
記
there.
憶が残っていても君と私たちの運命
Even if you haven't happened, your path was always destined to the most. Well, yeah, you are an immortal, and they're all non-immortals.
自分が長い時を
There you
生
go.
きられることを
Knowing your
知って
lifespan
い
is
る
immense,
よ
barring some incidents, most of us will leave the world long before you.
私たちは先にこの世を去る
Yeah, I think that's something that they really should focus on more. Even though I like that they're bringing it up, it's something that should have been referenced or at least understood earlier. An immortal making friends
別れとは何
with,
か
like,
誰もが向
non-immortals.
き合わなければならない問題だただ
Death and goodbyes are a final
君が
lesson.
答えを
No one
出す
escapes, but for you, the
人
question
よりも
lingers
長い時
for
間
an
がかか
exceptionally
るだろう
long time. That's why she wants to go back to her home. She's living in this place watching deaths and people come for 10,000 years. Which is why I kind of I would expect maybe Rover to be a little distant, a little cold, a little detached from certain things. This guy's blue tips are gay. He used to have no tips before.
今の君は昔と何ら違いない
Still resilient. Yeah, see, that's the problem though. Same person. I guess this world has accepted that our personality is entirely genetically inherited. We have to accept that, guys. Personality is entirely genetic inheritance in this world. Still, after all these years, willing to stand with you.
もちろん救世
And
主
it's not because you're supposed to be savior, it's because you've always been you.
君が君らしくいるからさ
He's trying these Riz out on us, but, you know, I'm more, like, worried about... I'm more thinking about Rover's personality and stuff being kind of muddled.
私たちは
We're not doing this for you, we're
君
doing
の
it for
ためだけ
Solaris,
に
the
動いている
future
わ
that
け
we
で
all
はない
chose to
から
fight
ね
for.
それ
Yeah, it's true, they all live here.
これ
It's
は
their
自
planet.
分自身で選んだ道だよ後ろめたく思う必要はない
I would prefer a little bit complicated emotions rather than just being explained away and being told that I don't have to
君
feel
から
things.
教わった言葉だ
Rather than being a super god that everyone is that always makes the right calls, being a complicated creature that, you know, just like how the Grand Architect seems to have lost their mind almost over a long period of time. I wish the Rover was different. I wish the Rover really showed those years, but she doesn't. The Rover, only recently have they tried to include a little bit, but it doesn't reflect what it should reflect.
結局父を殺した犯人は見つけられなかった
Oh, this is the past version. In the end, he failed to find his foot. He failed to
家
protect the
族
range.
も
Oh yeah, all his family died. See, look. Oh no, he's still got photos.
だけど
Oh, this is
彼
them
も
in the
あなたも
past.
生きてる
They should have put a sepia
希
filter
望
over it.
は消えてない
Your brother's still alive.
それに
What? Is?
全力を尽くしたんでしょ
Wait, I thought he died. What? Maybe he is. Okay, whatever. So
いつになったら目を覚ますんだろうか
when I'll wake up next? Who knows when I'll wake up next to him? What the fuck?
約束をしようリュウク
Then we'll make a promise, Luke.
次の冬が来たら
Next, we'll see each other next winter. You'll open your eyes, and I'll be standing right there, just
私
like
は帰っ
today.
てくる今日と同じように
Well, it was just about a year past, maybe. Well, no, it wouldn't be a year, because it would at least 10 years she was gone from the world, right?
そんな顔をしないでくれ飴でも食べるかい
He's offering his balls again.
ずっと持ち歩いてるけどその飴効果はあるの
何に
気分が良くなるって
It'll help to take up the edge and
前
lighten
に
the
言っていたでしょ
mood. It's drugs. It's drugs.
あまり効き目はないんだただ持ち歩く癖が抜けなくてね
He loves his candy. He loves his balls. He's juggling his balls.
飴を舐めていたのは解決できないことが多くて甘いものでも口にして楽しい気分でいたかったからさ
After I realized there's so many things I couldn't control, so I'd eat them to cope. So he was just a fat ass.
私は飴を舐めながら面倒な裁判沙汰と戦っていたんだ。最後に
Then after I left the company, I set out to focus on my own.
追い始めた時も飴を舐めていたね。けど
Visually, still good.
仲間が一人
I mean,
また一人と目の前で死んでいったのに私は何もでき
Would
ない。
I call his quest better than Mornay's quest? I suppose is the bigger question that's coming to my mind right now. Yes. Mornay's quest was uninteresting as
どれ
well.
だけ強かった
Well,
とし
okay,
ても
it was sloppy, despite having some okay things. Just sloppy. Whereas this quest was alright.
どこかで妥協が生まれるものさ。
It was alright. English, yeah, they always use English songs in English songs. It's just how they do it. It's just their habit. I don't particularly like a lot of the songs that they choose for these kind of moments, but they are what they are.
それでも飴は手元に置いておこうと思ってるよ。
It's a small gift,
何
even
か
if I
を
know
失
my
う
music.
無力感を味わう日がある一方、新たな出会いもあることを忘れ
I
ない。
appreciate the ideas of like that they're touching on here. The idea of Rover being an immortal and separated from others who are limited by short time scans. You know, the fucking free run logic. But again, a lot of this should have been set up a lot earlier than it was, and that always really pisses me off. Also, they need to deal with the rover they've made, and the rover they made is just very uninteresting. So they need to they're slowly trying to introduce these elements to the rover, but they can't change up too much, because if they do too much, they entirely invalidate the earlier parts. For example, if Rover started like ugly crying here, talking about her lost family and talking about how she hates everything that kept them from the, and she's like, I'm gonna kill you all, you monsters, you took this from me. Like, it doesn't work, because that's not Rover. Rover is a emotionless robot that usually just does the I'm happy, do the good thing. Which is unfortunate, because it means you don't have a lot of wriggle room. I fuck with English songs, but this one is ass. It is what, yeah, they're mostly ass, to be honest. And they move between.
つまり、私が飴を舐める理由は自分を持ち続けるためさ。
He's like, oh, the pain inside.
一つもらえる？
That's a nice little thing, like him saying that he takes the fucking thing to just kind of pretend that he feels better. And then, like, she just says, yeah, I'll take one now, thinking about that. She finally did it! She took his balls! Just guzzling them.
どんな味がするかい？
Terrible. Sweet. She'll just say sweet. She doesn't like it? Not my flavor.
リュウ君、エイメスを救える確率は低いと思う。
My chances of no. Listen to me, Rover. The chances of you saving fucking Amos is actually really fucking high. Really fucking
そう
high.
だね。奇跡でも起きない限り厳しいだろ
You'll
う。
need a miracle, but you're always good at making those happen.
君ならできる。
Yeah. It's like this. You know, technically, yes. Very low chance to save her in a form that isn't a scrappy mess. However, if we look through past things, even putting aside all the, you know, chances and stuff, those things that are set up, most things, even before your, like, even with your memories gone, a lot of those situations probably fell into the same period of, like, this is impossible. Oh my god, she did it! So, you know, if there was more failure in her past, I would be more inclined to be in this position. But again, a lot of the baggage from those earlier parts gets dragged forward. Haha, I was cyanide capsule. That'd be funny. Just out of nowhere. He's actually evil. Oh, so she was there with him at his fucking grave. So
雨、ありがとう。
they were pretty close then, rather than random people that met each other, I guess. They did a better job here, that I will say, though. They did a better job with Luke. They did a better job with Luke in regards to building up his relationship with the rover compared to Mornay's. I think Mornay's relationship with him, with Rover, was not as good. Not as well. Not that it was bad, but not as well, like built up. If you know what I mean. Like they didn't do as good a job as kind of they didn't do a good as job as at like, what's the word I'm looking for? Making me feel the connection. Now that might be because maybe there's like some companion quests that are more integral later on, but I'm a big fan of mixing companion quest elements in with your main story because that's where Gatch is riding supreme. It is the nature of taking their characters, which more often than not they're better at writing the idea of characters than they are of like a great overlore, and integrating that into your quests tends to make them more impactful because you care about the characters involved, even if things can be sloppy. So I will say that Lurk's quest was better than Mornay's quest, but definitely not as good in my opinion as Nene's quest, even though Nene's quest was similarly kind of a little bit sloppy, but I liked Nene better, and you know, I'm just sexist. But no, Nene's, I would say so far the best quest would go like this. I'd say first is Amethyst, then we'd have Nene, then Luke's, then Morn's. That's my current situation. And Morn's quest isn't even that bad comparison to 2.0 and 1.0 stuff, which are cringe as fuck. Look, I haven't unlocked anything here, so I can't see anything. It's just black. Alright, I should probably go. Wait, where's this place I need to go to again? Fuck, oh god, no, Lahari. There we go. Yeah, okay. So we got to do a part. This might be involving Lucia, the other lady, and like the girl with the long hair. Arknight's getting a Fortnite collab. Yeah, a few things are trying to do that. I don't think it's going to help. Honestly, Enfield is very uninteresting as a story. Unlike say what you will about Wuthering Waves, even Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, but Wuthering Waves Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 are hot messes. Absolute fucking hot messes of terrible writing, messy, instantaneous jumping between one thing or another. It fucking makes no sense. It's stupid. It's the worst thing written ever. But it's interesting comparison to fucking Enfield. Enfield, I feel so bad for. They should not be that bad. They should not be that bad, but Enfield is fucking awful. It's so boring. The character's so predictable. By the way, something like this would not exist. See, like the movement thing that's kind of like slowly moving around, because you know how this would be considered like a safety hazard so fucking bad. Like they would probably, like, some little kid is gonna put his arm in there and get it crushed between the mechanisms. That's why we can't have fun things in real life. I got bored. Yeah, unironically, it doesn't get any better. Enfield, I got up to the second region and I finished the second region. Okay, the base building, I got up to the base building. The base building was the best thing and it kept me going until the later parts. But generally speaking, it was a very, very, very boring. Oh, we're gonna, yep, it's her. Renew solid moment, player coordinates. Keep in mind, the one from afar touches the truth, the door of the dreams will open. What the fuck are you sending? Are you sending me like? Damn! Why is every teacher in the school wanting to jump my bones? Hell yeah! What the fuck? Oh, because it's the festival. This is the main quest, though. I'm not doing a sub-quest, aren't I? Yeah, I'm doing the main thing. Gotcha. I like it that probably there are people who watch this stream occasionally, and they come in and they see whenever I open up my quest systems, and they're like, wait a minute! You haven't done any of the fucking tutorial quests? And I'm like, yes, I gave up on all of those. They sucked. So this is a little festival mode they're in. I wonder if that'll stay around. God, I hate the flickering. What's that? Not a lot of people dancing here. Honestly, wouldn't you feel embarrassed dancing like this? Like, you know, just a little. Is she blind? No, she's just got sunglasses on. Why is that one guy just standing there awkwardly? Is he embarrassed? Wasn't that one of the characters' names? Whatever. I guess we're gonna work out with pigtails now. Because I wonder how her friend's dead. Was it really her friend though? Oh my god, I hope they actually play around with that. That seems more interesting. Gacha stories do nothing for me, and the anime girls don't hook me off rip. I ain't sticking around. He's hitting that commanded shepherd shuffle. Alright. Come on. Oh, fuck you. Shut the fuck up. So there's a practice here. Oh, I'm wearing this outfit now. Well, I am a student, I guess. It's like he runs an organization off his whims. I kind of think maybe it makes sense because like the grand architects that's lost their mind over 10,000 years or something. All the lovely students, there's going to be a student. I'm telling you, we just have to shoot them all. Cool. Maybe that's why the Princess Lucia wants to discuss. What? Alright, let's go see the principal. We just have to set snipers up on the roof. Damn it, I thought I was going to be in the new outfit. Alright, let's go. Lucia's going to be our new one. I thought we were going to deal with the pigtails girl, but man, that's sad. I like the pigtails girl. But the principal has massive titties, so, you know, I'm accepting of this as well. Alright, let's go find Big Tits. Big Tits McGee! Alright, she's up there. Let's go. Jump. Jump. Shut up, Tardy. Jump. 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 Wait, what? Jump. Alright, let's go! This can't be like... Literally, this is where she lives? In the dormitories with the other students? That's crazy. That can't be right, right? Or maybe this is my dormitory and I'm just heading home. And she's already waiting for me in my own dormitory. Oh my god, I was just with him in the snowfields! Yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking look into that. I'm just looking at her tits. Yeah, because she's a god. The truth that reveals at the door of dreams? Is this like where you'll open your corset and show me the door of dreams? Yeah. Yeah. What are those? Like, good lord. Good fucking lord. What's that for? A nice nap? Oh, okay. So we're gonna have... Is she gonna give me a lap pillow? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I was expecting GFL2 DSP 12 sized honkers. She's got some pretty big honkers, but she got nothing on some of the earlier characters. I think, at least. I haven't got out a fucking, you know, measuring tape. I fucking hate abs so much. I deliberately dedicated a part of my script just to make fun of Ab and all mascot characters. I fucking hate them so much. The Academy's dark side. Why is there a thing for that? Sonoro, born of nature, a shadowy reflection of the Academy shift. Oh, this is like some weird. We're doing some weird fucking Sonoro bullshit. God, look at those tits. Alright, so there's a spooky sad version, scary version of the academy in the dream world, and I'm gonna go
学
into
園
the
と
dream
は
world.
一つの存在であり消すことはできない。
A reflection
ま
of
る
their
で
youth.
鏡のように学生たちの思いを反映して投影する。名前は青春とでも呼びましょうか。青春というのは実に面白い言葉ね。そこには理想や情熱、焦り、そして悲しみが含まれてい
Look,
る。
what a big sad loser. She's crying. Wah!
それらの感情は裏学園に吸収されてい
The
る。
dark side of souls are revealing
だ
the
から
truth.
みんなの本当の思いをよく反映している。ただし、それだけじゃないわ。
So basically, I'm going into some sort of fucking
学園の裏側
fantasy
が
world.
渦だとしたら、焦りや
Imagine the dark side is a
悲しみといった
vortex,
感情
negative emotion,
は
and
そ
neg-
の渦に
Oh, so
吸収
basically, I'm going to use that to find the spy. Ah, gotcha. That was not a positive. What of those? You were expecting bigger honkers? Brother, brother, if you just go too far, if they go too far, you know, you just get giant sacks of meat. There is a point where tits can get too big. And you know how I know that? Is I knew a girl, and we were pretty close, good friends, and man, she had some massive honkers, and she was not happy, and I got it. I understood. Like I was like, damn, that does not look fun. This whole quest could have been an email. This chapter is the orange-haired girl's quest. It's more like a filler between two big quests. I don't care for the happiness. I care for mine. True. That's why in my world there will be no breast reduction surgeries allowed. They will be illegal. There will be no boob reduction surgeries. Every boob will be protected under my law. Is that what you're thinking, Skeleton? Well, we'll see how this quest goes, because even if it could be an email...
誰もが自分の故郷では天才とされていた。でも世の中に天才は滅多にいない。理想のために全てをかけて努力した結果、凡人であることに気づく人も少なくないわ。
At the very least, I'll
その
give
時
this a
になって
chance.
自分の得意分野に戻ろうとしても、居場所なんてなくなっている
And
の
I find out the peak they once stood at is now out of reach.
裏学園は本当の言葉をあ
The
りのま
dark
ま
side
に子
forces
供た
these
ちに
young
見せ
minds
る。
to face that wolf. That wolf! Even if this is going to be an email, I think you could also argue that, like, for example, Nene's quest, while big and bombastic, really didn't do much. Like, sure, the big monster was attacking the place. Wow. It was more or less set up so we could all understand Amos's quest in the end. Although, not very good for some elements in regards to Rover. Generally, it did a good job of building up, so I wasn't completely blindsided by half the things they were introducing with Amos's whole, like... Amos is like, whole, like, I'm gonna fucking turn back
それは
time.
受け入れがたいものよ。
Harsh reality, they can accept that they were not the, like, chosen one. I guess that's true. A lot of people in high school have this idea that, like, oh my god, I'm so clever. I knew several, like, I knew several people from high school. I knew several people from high school that were really clever and were, like, desperately trying to do their best in in high school, and were always getting massively high scores and stuff. And I'm gonna say it right now, I just flowed along and just naturally was all right at stuff, so I would pass 99% of the time. I was that one that everyone's like, you don't even care, do you? But I did get some good scores and some things. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, I noticed that, like, people, like, those people, like, when they went to university, I knew a lot of them that just fell the fuck apart. Like, legitimately just got in there and was like, oh, I just cracked and died. I don't know why. Like, you could put it down to the idea that perhaps, like, they had built themselves up to be much more than they were, but it's hard to know. I dated a chick with big tits, and I was not sympathetic. Let me think, if I dated a girl with massive tits before? Not that stand out in the way that I think of when I think of gacha game massive tits. At the very least.
謎解きを通して自分の戸惑いに直面する。そして裏学園
Facing a riddle, solving a riddle, saving your problems, and processing your emotion dark. That was the original
これ
premise.
が謎解きゲームの始まりよ。
So basically, they made everyone's emotions into.
今は状
Damn,
況
look
が
at
変
that
わって
thigh
しま
there.
った。
Doctor looking for a sharp decline in students' mental state
学
that
生
they've
の
been
心理状
influenced
態は
somehow.
芳しくないらしいよ。さらに
At the same time,
今
I
の
detect a
裏学
frequency
園
in
に
the
は
dark side that
学
doesn't
園
belong
外
to
の
the
周
academy.
波数が存在している
Basically, they put a virus in there.
一の
Gotcha. Alright, gotcha. They put a virus in to
情報
fuck
が
people's
必要
brains.
なの。ただ組織長のスパイを見つけ出すことで私は精一杯。
It's because they're related,
控えてい
damn
る
it.
上に組織長は学園の秩序を満たそうと企んでいる。
To
奴
conceal
の
their true
本当の
objective.
どうやら
Looks like we have to investigate the Dark Side Academy ourselves. Whoa! I'm gonna go to the bedtime.
その枕が裏学園に入るための鍵なの。
I'm going into bed, boys.
ここから入ればいいんだな。
You just said you did? Well, no, I didn't. I was a friend. That girl. We didn't date. I didn't date her. I wasn't attracted to her for one. She just had massive titties. And it's just like how it was. And that means that, but I did not date her. Women scare me. So a lot of the time that I get into a relationship, more often than not, they've somehow dragged me down, and I don't know how it happened, and it scares me.
その通りよ。準備ができたら出発してちょうだい。
Please imagine picture of Giga Chad being approached by a woman followed who says, "I'd like to date you," followed by "Get scared." Damn, she's wearing
私は
spats.
外で待っている。
Rover, come
いつでも
on.
連絡をして。
Rover, please. Put some underwear on like a real woman. Alright, I'm in Dark Academy world. Whoa, the dark side. Oh my god. This is probably going to be kind of a mid-quest, I'm thinking, but maybe if the Pigtails girl's here, I'll enjoy that.
これが裏学。
そうよ。おそらく
The floating astronaut helmets and desks.
宇宙それらのものは全部
Student illusions that took root in the academy and shaped their emotions.
が考えようによっては青春の一部と言えるか。行きましょう。目覚まし時計を探してちょうだい。
Okay, this is...
眠りたい時には
We're gonna find a clock.
目覚めたい時には目覚まし時計。これらが裏学園からで研究員は裏学園を制限する
Okay, took care to
際
ensure
いろいろ
things
と工夫した。ただどうしても鍵が見つからなかった場合も
The backup
必要はない。
Alright, so I gotta do some stuff, and I gotta find some things. So this is the spooky world. It's not that spooky, it's actually just kind of floating around. What the fuck? There's a giant kitty! Die, kitty! Why has it got a silly hat on? It's fluffy! I can make its ears fluff! Wait, no, it can't, it's just fluffed on its own. Oh look, there's the tail of the cat. Can you go in here?
前に誰かいるみたい。
Oh,
裏学園が反映した影でしょうね。
bad person? They're all like
あの
suffering?
学生は
Oh my god, they're having a bad time.
間違ってる。
The date is wrong now.
間違ってる。どうしたらいいの？
What can I do? I've tried everything.
もうどう
Stab
に
her.
か諦めた。
You should.
学者さんに話しかけ
そうね。どうせ私が
Oh, she's about to go and commit suicide.
その学生は
She's no
も
longer
う
student
学
here.
園にいない。
Oh, what?
覚えているわ。彼女が立てた仮説はどれも
Brilliant
面白
just
かった
headed in the wrong direction.
ただ彼女にして
She
みれ
never
ば
could get past that.
こうして苦痛は裏学園の
Oh, that's fucked up. I wonder if she died though. Like, did she commit suicide? So this kind of fucked up place though. Like students like just commit suicide and have a bad time and it's stuck here forever.
ダメだ。
I finished consuming my extremely chemically enhanced hot chips. They were very delicious, but my tummy will feel quite upset in a few hours from now. This is the fate you have given yourself.
じゃあここに残って。
A voice that doesn't block you. Why not?
多
Stay.
分
You've probably heard of it.
思ったでしょ。私に
Just give all your
楽
worries
し
to
み
me.
を
Ah, yep, that's the evil voice.
必ずと
この声は。
追跡
Yep, this is the evil guy. Okay, let's track down. It's the evil one. Where's the evil?
それは。やっと来てくれたん
At
だ。
least Vision. Oh, cigarette. That's.
くたびれちゃったよ。
Oh, yeah, she was off seeing the doctor, wasn't she?
私たちとは遊んでくれなくなったね。
Oh yeah, the fucking pigtails girl.
わからなくても心配しないで。ここに残ればいいの。
Ooh, boring. gonna be rough. You mix it with alcohol? What the fuck is wrong with you?
同じ声と話してる
These people are talking the same
この
voice.
声が
The signal. Oh my god, I'm too deep. I'm too deep. Find the clock and leave. Wait for you outside. Yeah, that's
通
fine.
信が切れた
I'm stuck in here in a coma on the outside.
気をつけろ。
Am I gonna wake up and find out Lucia's been making out with my body? I knew it!
あっちだ。
Alright, let's go have a look. Shut the fuck up, Abby. I hate you so much. Alright, let's go. Open door. I want to see Pigtail
木の
Girl.
ウサギ
What? What?
私たちを待ってるみたい
What the fuck? Ooh. I like aquariums. Okay, a giant.
周波数の匂いが変わった
Good
ぞ
lord.。
気をつけろ、漂白者。
What the fuck? Hello? I feel like I'm circling back to the same end no matter how many times I turn light. Those films don't mean anything to me in the right direction. Maybe I should trace back to the previous records and I remember leaving them in one of the rooms. Wait, isn't this the same room as I was in before? Oh. I see now. My direction was wrong from the very start. Maybe I shouldn't even be here anymore. Lately, I keep hearing strange melodies in the enemy. I keep hearing this weird rabbit. It seems to be trying to point me in a certain direction. Rabbits, man. I can't believe I'm placing my hopes in one. She's chasing the white rabbit! Bad. Okay. Very start moving. Okay. What's this music for? I don't get it. Okay. So you were playing some music. I'm back to here again. I'm in a loop. I found it. I found it. It was there all along. And then she commits suicide? Oh, that's her!
ニボラ
Is it Nibbler died though? Did Nibbler die?
すごい。やっぱりあなたには問題にならないんだ。どんな謎
No
も
matter what kind of
解
river.
けるなんて。未来のヘ
You
リ
are
オ
a
ディ
few
ック6は違うね。
Halidex 6 successor. Oh, poor little Nebula. I wonder when she died. Did I ever actually meet her? Probably not. Oh, who's this lady?
信じてるわ。
I believe in you, my dear girl.
あなたな
You'll
ら
become an excellent soul
優
swan.
秀なソルスウォーンになれるはず。
Okay, so they're all like saying to Sigria, which I'm assuming is Pigtail's girl, you'll become like
そん
this.
なに努力してどうするの？
Oh my god, it's a giant monkey man! Monkey appeared! Oh my god, it's a monkey.
できない。
Why just not...
変えればいいんじゃない？
Ow! Fuck you. Ow! Oh, I'm in the, I didn't realize. Why am I in, I'm in this outfit again. Was I always in this outfit?
一気に行くよ。
Fuck you, monkey. Monk, die, monk. Bad monkey, bad monkey, bad monkey.
聞いてみよう。
Stab. Okay.
隙だらけのこの光。
Die. Bonk. Victory. Oh, there it
こ
is.
こにルーンの意味を照らす。
She has like cool like glasses thing. Oh yeah, she's the one with the hot, she has the hot pants
こ
on
の
as
ま
well.
ま消えつって。
Her design, like even if she isn't like a big major player character, I really do like her design. And she falls over on this. Okay, I see how she is. I see how they're playing her. Adorable and
少しは力になれたか
overachiever.
な。
Yeah, great help. Always be nice. Always riz up the girl with pigtails. Or braids. No, braids. What am I
あ
saying?
なたのこと
Pigtails.
覚えてるよ。授業で独り言をつぶやいてた新入生だよね。
That's true. I am the one who was talking to myself like an insane person.
どうしてあなたがここに
Yeah, why are you on here?
私もちろん謎解きのために来たよ。
Oh yeah, they said all the students are coming in here to fuck
私に
around.
出された謎はここを指し示してるの。
Okay.
入ってから気づいたん
Yeah,
だ
her
けど
design is
本
excellent.
当にめちゃくちゃになっちゃったね。
I like pigtails. Oh, like it's different. After seeing all these hairstyles, we know it's like, I want to see something different. You don't see many of them like that.
出口は
Strange ruins all over the place. Almost figured it out. The exit is just. Oh, that's not good. That's not
後ろね。
behind you.
またこのルーン。
I gotta find more monsters.
ついてきて。一緒に出よう。
All right, let's go with the cute girl. Hey, here's another question. Let me think about this before I phrase it. Handlebars. I can be her character? Can I change into character? No, I can't. Oh, but I can look at my own thing. Let's look. Okay, I have spats on. This is the worst. This is the worst. Actually, no. I can't. Actually, damn. Damn. Not bad. Not bad, Rover. Not bad. Not bad. I think I like some of the other elements better, but, you know, I like a bit of a frilly skirt. It's cute occasionally. I'll take it. Oh, yeah, now we're supposed to be running, right? Oh, my God. Oh, the clock ran away from us. Come back here, clock. Clock.
どんな謎だったの？
Yeah, come back. Yeah.
ルーンでできた絵だけど、あなたは違うの？
I didn't get anything. I just wore it on a bed.
こっち。
I just got it on a pillow, bro. Come back. What the fuck? Oh my God, there's a goddamn giant ball. Don't you try and crush me.
これだと思う。
What do I do? Okay. Handlebars. True. True. I actually saw some extraordinarily lewd art that was like one of those like not lewd but lewd things that people try and do on Twitter where it's like they take out all the bad stuff but it's very clear. That was using the rover's hair as handlebars. And I was like, damn, that's actually pretty hot. Sorry. Random gooning hours need to be mentioned. Do not worry, I will not post it here. There will no be... I'm fine, yeah, I'm fine, bro. I'm good.
ならよくあなたが裏学園に
A
入っ
strong frequency cut off the
強
signal.
烈な周
What
波数に通信が邪魔されたわ。
there was a curl. It was very cute. And then I left. Also, I got to look up my skirt, and I saw that I have hot pants on, which are pretty good as well, I suppose. But you know, come on.
残像？そんなものが現れるはず
Oh,
ない
that's true. I mean, I guess they're not meant to be in there.
どうやら状況は思ったよりも
Yeah, someone's put a
それ
virus
と
in there.
裏学園で会った学生
She was a nice girl.
影たちがシグリカって呼んでた。
What kind of person's Siguro?
その子は未来のヘリオディック6と呼ばれているわね。
Are you considered to be a...
専攻は
Oh,
ルー
damn,
ンを
look at
解
those
読
tits.
で
Sorry, I got
成
distracted.
績優秀
An A-race student
学園の様々
I'm
なイベン
passionate
ト
about...
に熱心に
But
参
wait
加
a
して
minute,
いる
isn't the Heliodoc 6 a horrific life where you have to stand in a room locked looking at a goddamn fucking machine? That's kind of fucked up, bro.
しかも助けを求めている人がいれば決まって手を差し伸べる
She's a nice girl.
それもあって
Oh,
か
okay, let's...
彼女には友達が多い
Okay. So in one other words, she's a 10 out of
一
10.
人がニボラね。この前、
I saw them
彼
together
女が
several
ニボラと
times.
一緒にいるところを
Never
見た
resurrection spoke of it. Yeah, I mean, when did he get replaced and killed?
ニボラの正体を私たちは知ってるはず。
So maybe like it fucked
組織長の言っていた人がシグリカさんだと言いたいわけね
Sigurd. I don't think so. That doesn't fit.
裏学園に巻き込まれた被害者の可能性もある。いずれにせよ、
Nivo could have
他
been.
の人と比べてニボラの影響を受けやすいのは事実。
You know, I think I would prefer a like a character like the Grand Architect who always commits to their acting roles. I would actually like it better if like in the acting role of they're going along there because they want to do some evil shit, but in the acting role of as a student, they committed so much to like, oh yeah, no, I'm her friend. I will give her good advice as her friend. Like the insanity of the the Grand Architect could be more insane to the point where the Grand Architect is like, well, I am these people during my undercover like acting moment. So like he's hanging out with this girl and like he knows that, oh, I'm her friend. So he doesn't actually give her bad advice, you know? He actually would give her good advice. And he would even advice that maybe wouldn't be useful for him, but like because he's just following this path, that's what he does. I kind of like those ideas. I don't think they will do that, but that's something I prefer, to be honest, over just, you know, I'm a secret agent,
ルー
evil
ンで
guy.
できた絵の謎だったみたい。
She got a rune picture. I reviewed every registered riddle for the new solid. None of them. Damn, you remember all that? There's a lot of fucking students in this school. Speak with her directly. Alright, let's go find her. Let's go see if anyone's pulling on her hair and teasing her and bullying her. Really? Anytime? How about when you're in the shower? Can we do video call? Please. Please! Damn. Damn! Whatever.
裏学園であった学生たち、シグリカさんの方は何かあれば連絡し、調査はもちろんだけど。
Alright, let's go talk to her. Leave the dome. I'm leaving. This can't be her room, right? She's the principal, not a student. Bonk. Broke my legs while jumping off there. Although, yeah, I really do like the it's shockingly... The size of Weathering Waves really does fit the size of what I'd imagine the Academy would be. Like in terms of how many people there are and how they vibe on it. Like, it really does fit perfectly. I'm very impressed with that element of Weathering Waves all the time. A lot of... Like, for example, you look at fucking Genshin Impact, their first fucking map. Like, oh, wow, it's the big and important city of whatever that first city was in the German fantasy style. And it's like, this is like a tiny-ass village that's probably got 5 people that could live here. And they keep pretending it's like a big empire. They do similar with the China land after that, but yeah. They never really kind of managed to overcome that element. It's great to see you, Nene. What's up, Nene? What? I'm not formal. I just said, what can I see? Damn straight I am. Can I look down your top again? I mean, what? They've crammed for one night. Yeah, because they've got a virus going on. Don't worry about it. Nah, I gotta find a girl because she's cute. God, even in fucking goddamn fantasy school, you still gotta look into the culture. You still gotta have a fucking entire thing on the cultural history of some random native tribe. Fuck. I wish we could choose. Like, I would love to choose when I was in, like, fucking high school and middle school type eras. Like, where it was like, oh, what history you want to choose? I want to learn about Rome! But no, they forced me to learn about what they want me to learn about. Fuck you. Though I guess it makes sense for this world because the Royan people literally are connected intrinsically with the giant robot that is the overarching focus of the academy. She's like my senior. She actually came asking about how we played. Wait, what? She said she wished she could have been. Oh my god, she's gonna get my autograph? Hell yeah. Shut up! Stop telling me I've been playing for 3 hours. She's Sigura's friend and in charge of the celebration of the house. She might know where she's at. Alright, I'll go check it out. Let's go! Nene! Nene, you're so slow. Nene, you're so slow. Oh my god, why is my walking speed faster than Nene's walking speed? Wait, what if I change to characters? What if I'm the smaller one and I have smaller legs? Oh my god, I'm actually kind of keeping pace? Kind of. But I'm still faster. She's dramatically beach running while I'm just normal running. How about... Let's go. No, way faster. Way faster. Looks like the slowest I can get is Encore. Go! Eh. Funk. Alright, what's this? Oh, is that her? Wait, who's this? This is a new girl. I thought I was going to deal with pigtails. Even though I don't think she has pigtails. She has fucking goddamn braids. Honestly, I feel like they should have like some voice lines here. That feels really weird that they're saying nothing. Damn, I forgot how short her skirt was. Real gooning hours here on the detective channel.
シグリカちゃんならいませんよ。
She's off solving
謎
riddles.
解きで忙しくしているんじゃないですか。大丈夫、大丈夫。これでいいの。
To be honest with you, I don't think I can keep doing this. Just tell her I said thank you.
ずっと諦めようと思ってたから。ありがとうって伝えておいて。
So basically, the students in
本当にそれでいいんですか？まあ、
no one's gonna
いい
blame
ですけ
you.
ど
Not everyone's but like Sigura.
やらなかったところで。
So this is another rollable girl. How can you tell which one's the rollable girl? How can you tell? So difficult.
シグリカは
It's definitely this girl.
さすが未来のヘリオディック6だね。
I wouldn't want to be in that fucking the Heliodiox 6. That's that fucking evil goddamn place where you get locked in a room and you have to put your brain into a computer. There was a reason one of the characters who went there decided to run away.
そう。もう行くんですか？
Okay, in a blue, out of
また
pink.
どこかで。
Ooh, and I like the kind of like cheeky eyes. This is very cute. Yeah, this is alright. Dania. She's got a fucking choker on as well. And she's a bit short. Looks like she's a shorter model. Probably smaller than Nene and me.
やっほーダーニャちゃん。シグリカちゃんがどこにいるか知ってる？
Everyone's looking for her. And she's got drills.
リン姉ちゃんも彼女に助けを求めに来たんですか？順番にお願いしますね。
She's been running rag with all those
最
riddles.
近謎解きで忙しいので。
Why does she do it though? Aren't they supposed to do it
止まらない
themselves?
コマになっちゃいますよ。
ミネルヴァトレジャーハント？シグリカちゃんも参加してるの？今の時期は学部明けのテストで忙しいはずだけど。
Each year, Treasure Hunt is organized by a mysterious host. Takes place in each parody, a wide range of awards, and a single wish is granted to the biggest winner. Those who granted wishes are always granted delightfully peculiar ways. This is the center of students. Only fuels students' rivalry as they strive to outwit the invisible mastermind. That kind of sounds like a little bit of fun. That sounds like fun.
それは彼女次第ですよ。だって
You'll have to ask her. She's the one who has to live up to the whole LED 6 successor thing.
期待に応えるためには努力をしないといけませんからね。
So she's got like that kind of sleepy vibe to her voice. Oh, I know this girl. The thing with the top. I saw a meme of her giving a goddamn a love letter to the rover. But it was very clear she was giving the rover head. It was on Twitter and everyone was like going like, it's totally safe for work. I remember that very clearly.
私だったらそんなことせず気楽に行きたいですけどね。
She just wants to live easily.
その方が楽でしょうし。
Based and correct? Based and correct? And what is your desired life goals? Passive income? Yes. Yes. Correct.
それじゃシグリカちゃんじゃないでしょう。
Oh my god, look at
とに
that.
か
You
く
can just see all this. What the
用があ
fuck?
るなら待っていてください。ず
Suicide?
っと謎解きしてますし。
What?
裏学園の入り口はどこに開いてもおかしくないです
She's
ね。
been running out of the dark. The portals can open anywhere? What?
ひょっとしたら次の瞬間に空から落ちてきたりして。
Why is her hands red? My god, they just love showing off fucking Nene's underwear. Like, they really do. How is she still alive? I mean, I guess I do fall from heights and just not die, so that's actually acceptable. Cute! 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 This is definitely a filler quest after all the seriousness of, like, the other quests. But, I'll take it.
もしかしてアイリアちゃんはダーニャちゃんのところに来てたの？
Oh, she's got gloves on.
はい。あなたにお礼を言ってました
Literally
よ。
not bothered by
自
anything.
分で問題を解決できそうだから、もうあなたの助けは必要ないとか。
Okay.
それと友達が会いたがってるみたいですよ。
Yes, I'm here to see her because she's got cute pink, long braids.
リンネ先輩戻ってきたんだね。本当によかった。
Yeah, we met in the fucking spooky zone. Oh, I want... Okay, how are they gonna make her react to the realization that her friend is either dead and was replaced, or the entire time she was with her friend, it was like literally just a crazy person from the practice? Oh yeah, because she got busted down to first year again. Nice to meet you, upperclassman. That's because I started again. Oh, look at the little dancing stars around her. She is a cutie. What the hell, man?
前にリンネ先輩からあなたの話を聞いたよ。まさかボイドワームを倒しちゃうなんて。
Yes, I did. That's right, I'm special.
それで私にどんな用事があるの？
Who the fuck can look at this and say that the game isn't built around having some sort of like romantic intentions with the girls you meet? Like, come the fuck on, guys. Like, come the fuck on. Maybe I'm insane. Ooh, private talk. I'm already going for the throat. Rover, you're activating Riz. Fucking the other, like, rollable girl just being like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Well, Nene introduced me. So now I'm gonna have to go with this girl, and then maybe the next quest will be with her. Like, your 3 sizes. And where did you get those really nice booty shorts that you hide behind the kind of strange shoulder built dress thing? Go see the divinator? Oh, the sleepy voice girl is saying you can go check that out. Also, wouldn't those chains on her chest be really cool? Very cute girls across the board here. Oh, I got a ticket. Neat. No, Nia is a cuter name. Very sleepy voice.
それじゃあ先輩、私たちは占い師のところに行こう。リンネ先輩、後でね。なら、私は戻って仕事をしよっかな。じゃあ漂白者ちゃん、時間があるときは通信を確認してね。
When I've got time to check it, it's like, yeah, I'll check it out. Get on there. She sent you an entire series of nudes. Hell yeah. See, that's what in China they have the real version of Weathering Waves, and that's where you get those events. But unfortunately, they don't give it to the rest of us. Yeah, we get the sloppy seconds to side off. All right, but we will leave it here. Oh, she's working there? Okay. But we'll leave it here because I have reached the end of our stream timetable, and I will say for serious this time, tomorrow we won't be streaming. We'll be back next week as appropriate, but it has been fun. We've gotten through an entire quest and we've started on a new one. Now, these quests do feel like they are appropriately vibed. In terms of like you had a kind of serious slow down from lead off from Adama this quest, and now we're into like a more of a cutesy quest. I don't know how it's going to keep going from here, but at the very least, I'm the longer that they don't solve Amethyst's problem, the better. I don't know if they're going to do that soon, or they're going to do the smart thing that I suggested, which would wait until the very fucking end of the entire patch, but we're doing good. So, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chilling. Thanks for watching Weathering Waves with me. And I hope you all look forward to the absolute fucking new asshole I will tear this game in my review. It's going to be exciting. Thank you, Cookie. All right, so I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good one. Have a good evening, and goodbye.